full of fire, hands clenched tight, breadstick locked up, they call it a crime. Breaking free, it's about damn time. Walls of steel, hearts of stone, but no breadstick dies alone. Run, 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 young Twigger, run. Prison lights, but you're not done. Breadsticks call the only sound. Freedom's fight, they're breaking ground. Chains on the wind, they rattle and cry. Breadstick whispers, let's defy. Guard shout, boots hit the floor. Twigger kicks down the iron door. Blazing lights, alarms will scream, but we're living the outlaw dream. Run, run, young Twigger, run. Prison lights, but you're not done. Breadsticks call the only sound. Freedom's fight, they're breaking ground.
Yeah.
Run, young Twigger, run. Prison lights, but you're not
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blunder Down Under, Lolcow Aussie. What some people have referred to as the worst show in the B circuit. I'm okay with that, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because if we're going down, we're going down together, but I don't think we're going down. I think we're growing. All right, I think we're showing up and we're putting in some work. But let's get into my boy, my best friend, Breadstick.
Woo!
Breadstick, how you doing today?
Pretty good. Better than last night.
Better than last night? What was wrong with last night, Breadstick?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about it.
I don't know. Last night was a wild little rodeo.
That's an understatement.
I had a great time.
I learned some things.
Great time.
Yep.
Very fun. But yeah, we could talk about that later. But Breadstick, were you able to catch any of these shows in the Lolcow network today?
Well, to be honest, not really. I took a day off. Last night broke my brain.
Really?
Yes.
Are you still broken?
No, I'm doing better now.
Are you doing better now? Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you positive?
Yep.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes.
Are you sure, it didn't change you a little bit,
Oh, no,
maybe?
it definitely changed me a little bit.
Oh, Breadstick, is there a little more darkness?
Yes. There's definitely more darkness in my light now.
Well, anywho, LCU drama today. Not really much was going on that I saw. The LCU's gay, apparently. I saw that on the main show.
I saw that.
I called in. I tried to rizz up Booster Gold a little. I think I bombed. We'll get to that clip a little later. Other than that, don't know what went on test. Queens, no idea. Yes, I have no idea what happened on anything really. It was a busy day, dude. I was stuck working on a piece of shit Chevy Silverado that is just constantly having issues. You fucking install a fucking headlight in it, and now the tailgate doesn't open. How the fuck does that happen?
If you honk the horn, does it shoot out windshield washer fluid?
Dude, no, it's not that bad, but it's jacked up. It's bad. Um, we've got a little bit of true crime we're gonna get into today. We're gonna get into one of Australia's most prolific serial killers,
The
and
backpacker murder.
if you guys want, all right, I will talk about the whole thing in my natural Australian accent. Not very often when the Australian accent's brought out on streams because I was told to stop it because people said that I was a little, Rastov, good friend of mine, right, told me it was more relatable to talk in an American accent. So here I am, talking in an American accent. All right, but I will read out this whole fucking story. That being said, only go for that if you want to be miserable because I can't read nearly as fast like that. There's just something weird about it, and I gotta read. I gotta read today, breadstick. I'm not really good
You
at
really
reading.
Australian?
Yeah, we've talked about this. I was
I
born
know,
in
but
Australia. I lived there
still
for
can't
15
believe
years,
it.
and then I moved here.
I still can't believe it.
Why
And after
not?
last night, my trust level with you is a little bit down.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything to deceive you last night. I told you we were doing an
Dude,
interview.
no disrespect to anyone who may or may not have been on the show last night, but you may have introduced me to a serial killer.
I mean, that may have happened when you started working on the show, according to a lot of people who, watch the show, because they always try to compare me to a serial killer. And
I don't give off that vibe, but he did.
I don't give off that. Exactly, breadstick. I don't give off that vibe. And you've been to prison. You probably met a serial killer.
Probably.
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know for
Heck
sure.
says Twiggy lived round the corner from me. Breadstick, we're old friends. That's true. Me and Heck go way back.
To Australia?
Good friend of mine.
Wait,
Matter
so
of fact,
you're actually from Australia?
yes, breadstick.
Why are you smiling?
Because we've talked about this 100 times, so I don't know if I'm being trolled right now.
I don't know if I'm being
I
trolled.
literally told you that I was told to start talking in the American. Dude, to be fair, I talk like this every day, right? I live in the U.S. If I go out in public, people are gonna ask me where I'm from. I talk like this every single day. I've fully adapted to the
You don't
lifestyle.
look Australian though.
You don't look fucking South Dakotan.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Do I look like I should live in a trailer park?
100%. But they could say
Then
the
I
same
look
about
South
me.
Dakotan.
But
Yeah, you look South Dakotan. You don't look
Uh,
Australian.
all things Servap Singh says, did you play rugby league or AFL? No, I did not play any sports at all. Never been the most athletic, lad at all. But yeah, breadstick. I'm saying, if before we even get into anything, I'll just say it. If somebody drops a 50, the rest of the stream's in an Australian accent. No problem. All right, literally no problem. Now, if they wanted Irish, yeah, that would be a little different because my Irish accent's not that good. I mean, breadstick, I could talk in an Irish accent for a good while now, right? But it's not the best, it's not very it's not very good.
It sounds better than your Australian accent.
No, I don't think so. I don't
Now
think
you're
the
messing it up
Australian
on
accent's as bad as the Irish accent at all. Not at all. But then you can make it worse and you could talk like this and make it even more, insufferable.
I
have a
have a
problem.
better. Are you sure you weren't born in Ireland?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
You were born in Australia.
Born and raised for a good portion of my life, yes.
I don't know if I believe it.
Breadstick, I don't need you to believe me, right? Alright? Look, you have only met the American version of me, right? So you
What
don't
are
get
your views on stingrays?
stingrays. Well, to be fair, I've actually got to get into this, right? Because I was watching Dancing with the Stars before I hopped on stream, and Robert Irwin is currently competing.
This is
Denmark,
basic.
what's up, my?
Yo, let's go.
I almost
What's
said
up,
I
Denmark?
almost said something I'm not allowed to say. I almost called you my Danish. I don't know if you're allowed to,
it's-
call you just Danish.
Oh, it's all good. Yo. Nah, that's offensive, bro. I don't fuck with that. So you might have to like
Yo,
cut back on that.
here's what's happening right now, Denmark. Before you start talking again, right? Everything you're saying. Wait, let me get back into the American. Sorry. Everything you're saying is like, yo, shit, that's offensive.
Oh fuck. Okay, give me a second.
Get your bitch ass out of here. Nah.
You just did that, Twiggy.
Give
and
me
it
1
fucked
second.
with me.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's right. Run your bitch ass out of here. The
Is it better
fuck
now?
You think you're doing, you motherfucking bitch
I
ass.
think so.
Sorry, my cat walked in here. Denmark, we're
Hi.
doing true crime tonight.
Ooh, we are? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I bet that.
Also, that
Hell
cafe
yeah.
member stream the other day, that music you were playing, fucking fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fire. I remember Batgirl was like, I vibe with it a little. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you
Nah,
don't.
right, yo.
For
She was
context,
capping.
Batgirl was on a stream with Denmark the other day, and was it yesterday?
I think it was
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just, dude, I don't know what day it is ever.
Nah, me
But
neither.
yeah, Batgirl was on a stream with Denmark yesterday, and the funniest thing happens. You know, Batgirl asked Denmark his taste in music. He's like, all right, she starts playing some. Who started playing music first? Was it her?
Me. It was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she asked you what your taste of music was, and you're like, hold up, I got something for you. Look this up. And you're like, this shit's fire, bro. This shit's hard. And then you give her the most brain rot fucking like shit you can. I don't even know how to describe. How would you describe something like that? It was horrible. It was like.
Not yo horrible. Yo, stop playing, bro. That's your hard. Come on, man. Like that's new generation music, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
new
just don't understand
generation
that
music,
shit.
bro. That's that kind of music that fucking people who are that all the people rocking out to that music are like just going along
Yeah.
dancing to it. You know what I'm saying?
They like sweet tea, bro.
Well, she only liked that with one of her hands, bro. You know, the other one perfectly good. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
Oh, by the way, look at this shit. I stole a trash can.
Dude,
Why?
Dude, I have one too. Okay, so this is restaurant local to me, right? It's called Cookout, all right, all over the South. I have one of their trash cans and one of their menus. And the best
Oh,
part is, I didn't steal them. I just asked if I could have them, and they were like, "Yeah,"
Oh,
because they were
Hey, now that's-
gonna be thrown out.
shit. I stole this one. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I went up to someone's house and took that shit. I just wanted it in the background. It didn't matter. Fuck it. Whatever, bro. I took that shit.
Bro,
Took
I
it all
think
the way home.
What
Really
kind of
good.
crime would that be? Because you know, I don't know if you have crime in Denmark. Do you think they have crime in Denmark, Breadstick?
That's the whitest country. There ain't no way.
There's 50 murders a year, bro.
Yeah, it's got to be incredibly low.
It's got to be. He's probably the first person to ever steal a trash can in Denmark.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Dude,
Shit.
have you met Breadstick yet?
Of course I have, bro. That's gang. He be in my chat. We be talking on Discord.
I
By
had
the
to
way,
make sure. I had to
like,
make sure. Dude, I got a goldfish brain.
fair
So
enough.
do I.
Yo, breadstick. By
Breadstick
the way,
sold me crack. You know, my brain's dead.
I don't. I don't blame. Yo, breadstick. I just want to say though, like he talked earlier about how he was half Australian and he grew up there. That is 100% fact, bro. Like that shit actually did happen.
I don't think you're actually from Denmark though, because you called that a trash can, not a wheelie bin.
That's my neck of the woods and fucking no, we don't call it a willy bin. But that's nightmares, people.
What do you call the storage area in the back of a car?
The boot?
Yo, do you want me to? Fuck, I don't fucking know. Like the trunk.
Okay, so he's from America. You
What-
might actually
dude,
not be.
Dude, you're a fucking idiot, right? Here's the thing, Breadstick. His native language isn't English, so they probably called it a fucking Dirkenshim. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what his fucking
How
language
do you-
sounds like. I made that
How
word
do you-
up.
Yo, do
How do
you
you
want to know
say
what we
it?
call this shit, bro? You said
Yeah.
wheelie bin. We call it skallispen.
I'm
That
not
sounds
saying
way
that shit,
cooler.
bro.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Denmark, you know,
Skallispen?
me and you are actually more alike than you think because you know where my true heritage comes from? Like true heritage,
where you from?
ancestry. All right? You know, just a little across, you know, across borders in a little bit of water. My family's from Sweden.
Fuck no. Hell no. No, bro. Fuck no.
I know exactly what to say to a Danish person, but yeah, 100%,
Fuck
bro.
no, gang.
100%, bro. I'm a
Yeah.
Swede. I'm a
Yeah, I'm
Swede.
gonna have to kill you, bro. Like real
IKEA.
shit. Yeah, you
Oh,
dying.
you think you can take? Were you in the VC Saturday, bro? Or Friday
No, I
night?
wasn't.
Nah,
No,
bro.
Saturday was the one. Only like
If you
that
were,
was the
you
VC.
know not. Burp. You know not to test my fucking gangster twin, okay? Because I fired off 2 rounds in this bitch. Albert,
Bro,
bro,
I'm testing it
this
right
is
now.
not gonna be the show. We're still doing this true crime shit.
Where'd he go?
I think
Yo, where'd he
he popped
go?
onto the
I'm
wrong
still-
show.
I'm still.
Oh shit! No, he said a no-show note right now, bro. Like, yo, tell him how back in, bro. Like, I've never
Yeah.
spoken to Albert and
You
been
never
chill.
talking
Like,
at. You never talk, bro. I've been fishing with motherfucking Albert.
Still mad at
Yeah.
Albert.
Why are you mad at
Yeah.
Albert?
I feel like you guys betrayed me last night.
Why?
I'm confused
I
too.
was put in a very uncomfortable situation, Denmark.
He
I was
was.
very
Oh, what
uncomfortable
the
person.
fuck happened, bro? Y'all touch him inappropriately? What the
Alright.
fuck you mean?
All right, no, there's only one way I can really show Denmark. I'm gonna have to pull up that stream and show Denmark a clip of
Yeah,
it. That's the only real way to get to this. So Denmark, yesterday we had our biggest fan on the show. Right?
JC Johnson. I was
JC
watching.
Johnson.
I was in
Oh,
chat.
then he knows. I don't even have to show him. All right, yeah, JC Johnson, and that made him pretty uncomfortable.
Fuck me, man. Why you don't fuck with JC Johnson, bro? That's
That's what I'm
gang.
saying. That's gang.
Have you ever had a conversation with him?
No, and I won't.
You should try sometime.
Shit.
I guess
Are
Are you loading?
it wouldn't be creepy for you.
Yo.
You're
Dude.
far enough away. You couldn't
What's
find
good,
you,
Albert?
What's
but-
going on
Trying
with
to get lit?
JC?
What do you mean? What's going on with
He's-
JC?
Dude, I heard JC got exposed or something. What happened?
Okay, so
What?
he did look like a little bit of a stalker yesterday, right? But it's nothing we
Yeah.
didn't know. He follows Mike anywhere on the internet. That's basically it.
Yep.
Right? Other than that, he has a troubled past. You know, he had some bad things happen to him. But the thing that people were making a big deal about yesterday was the fact that he sang a birthday song to Mike's kid. But one of the
What's
things
the problem?
one of the things that I left, no, it would be a problem if, there wasn't more context to it, because you're singing a song to some random person's kid. But he
yeah,
left
but he's a
and-
fan of Mike.
well, yes, I get that, but it's still a little weird. But there's more context that I left out yesterday, and I actually had this plan to bring up today. The day that he made that song was the day that, it was Mikey's birthday. Mike had Mikey on Queens, and they were celebrating his birthday. It was a last minute thing that he just kind of said happy birthday, and people started donating, and he wanted Mikey to know that this many people online were there
Yeah.
to support him. So JC Johnson left in the comments that he was going to make a song for Mikey's birthday.
Yes.
And they said something along the lines of awesome, I can't wait to hear it, or I can't wait to see it, or I appreciate it, something like that. So he went ahead and made the song. Without that, so there's added context onto it. And I never thought he was a creep anyway, but some people
No, JC
he's a good guy.
is just a little bit obsessive. I could say that.
Yeah, he's
but-
parasocial.
That's on God.
Yeah, he's
Good word.
parasocial,
That's
but
a
he
very
doesn't.
Good word.
He doesn't have the same social awareness that we do, right?
No.
True.
So
Yeah.
like we gotta somebody needs to be there to kind of let him know, hey, this is a little too far. He needs somebody to be his conscience or his accountability partner.
Listen,
so I'm
as
gonna
long
help
as he's
out.
not a pedophile,
Like that, dude.
as long as he's not a pedophile, I support JC Johnson. I don't care, bro. He's just a motherfucker who likes to watch YouTube.
Dude, he's
And
not like a child predator or anything. He just goes to the dementia ward to get laid, It's very different.
Yo, gang, what do you mean?
That's a joke,
That's
everybody.
fucked up.
That's a joke.
That's
Sorry.
fucked up.
I don't let my
No,
dark
it's
sense of
not.
humor come out too much anymore. But that's a joke.
Fuck.
Sorry.
That's fucked up.
Sorry.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
to be fair, bro, old ladies have their needs too. You gotta double down.
It wasn't old ladies.
You guys have a good rest of your stream. I just didn't know somebody was coming in nuts. They're like JC got exposed. I was like, what?
It's all good. We got no problem with JC Johnson here.
Did you
at
see
all.
me kiss Johnny last night? Huh? How you feel about that?
No.
Well, I was in the
You
bed.
know?
I was in the bed with my wife, and I had to go take a sudden shower.
That's fucked up. Yo,
you
I-
play with the old
yo.
fucking turkey, huh?
I be
Choking the
claiming that
chicken?
I'm gay on my streams, bro. Like y'all really just outdid
Nah,
me.
you
That's
ain't
fucked
gay,
up, man.
Denmark, because you ain't wrote
Nah,
nothing
really
like.
not.
Nah, you ain't wrote nothing like this.
Yeah.
Can you hear the song?
Young
Oh, versus
Fuck!
quiet.
Fuck! All right, let me retry this. Let me retry this. Let me retry
Fucking
this.
left the VC, bro.
All right, here we go. Here we go. How about now?
No, we can't.
Young
Yeah, Brett get serious with that shit, but I know you stand by all the lyrics.
Love this song, man.
On the left, don't even need a vibe. Yeah, bounce up and down and make it clap. Yo, it's Young Twigger, finger on the trigger. It's okay, small, but better if it's bigger. Got my boy Brett sick. We are sucking dick. Goes so deep, it'll make my.
It's a banger, dude. It's probably the best thing I've ever done with my whole career on YouTube, if you can
It's
call
just
it a
Number
career.
one on Grinder right now.
Number one on
Listen,
Grinder,
Twiggy.
just like my account.
Listen, Twiggy, I'm not gonna lie. We're 22 minutes in. I feel like we need to set up a goal of some sorts, you feel me? And I need an excuse to start drinking more, you feel me?
Wait,
So,
hold up.
you know
Hold up.
what?
Here's if you're drinking, I'm drinking.
Bro, I'm
And
six
I only-
beers down right now,
I
bro.
only drink, dude. I only have liquor.
We'll be listen, one beer equals one shot, you feel me? So it's like we
Okay,
could be
so
on the
what are
same
we
page.
doing
I got
them
like
for?
15. It depends. It's your show. It's your show.
No,
so you
no,
decide.
no.
Like,
You're the expert. You're the one with the successful show here. We got 50 people watching.
I'm not that fucking successful. Okay, let's calm the fuck down for
All
a
right,
second. but
you got a
don't gas me
crown,
up,
brother.
yeah.
You got a crown. I mean, to be fair, I walked so you could run. Okay, like let's not forget.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm doubting my ego when I'm in your presence, bro. I know my players, gang. Nah,
You
but
shouldn't. You shouldn't. If you do, you're fucking retarded. I'm a nice guy. Okay, I'm a nice guy. All right, dude.
Nah, you know me,
I'll
chill.
do $20 shots.
$20 sounds good. We can do that, bro. And I feel like all donations. So if people put $2, it'll be $18 shots. You feel me? You get what I'm saying? So all donations count towards us drinking. So if we
Alright,
get
Yeah, for every
$20 in
dude,
total,
you're crazy, bro. You're saying every $20 the stream make. Okay, in total.
yeah, every
Okay. I will say every. Hold up. How do I word that,
Yeah.
bro? I feel like I'm Danish now. I feel like English isn't my first language. Hold up.
Every $20 drinks.
Every.
Every
Mhm.
every 20
Exactly.
drinks.
Wait,
Yo,
hold up,
Brett, sick.
hold
You
up.
got alcohol?
God.
Like, have you stopped doing all that?
Four.
I don't drink no more. Not
Yeah, fair
really.
enough. I don't blame you, bro. Like if you go to prison for drug
Alright,
dealing,
and-
bro, like
and,
I'd go
yo,
sober too.
if we get $100, Denmark has to scream that he's being murdered. All right, because he has roommates, or not roommates, but he has neighbors.
Can I go out on the street and do it because I'm not waking up my parents?
Okay,
like that's
only if you're
He's
naked.
got roommates too. He's got roommates.
naked. Okay, relax. Yo, okay. I just listen. I'm willing to drink so you guys make money. Y'all want me to fucking get evicted? What the fuck type of show is this, bro? Come on.
Yo,
bro.
what time
It's
is
like
it in Denmark right now? The chat.
5 a.m. right now. I'm not even supposed to be here, bro. If my dad finds out and he knocks on the door, he sees the trash can too, which by the way is filled with trash. Like it smells like shit. Oh
You straight
God.
took so much trash can,
Listen,
dude.
listen. What if we
bro.
do this? If we hit $100, I'll dive in the fucking trash can on stream. I'll hop in it.
Dude.
All right. I put that on the screen, but Denmark, here's the thing, right? If your dad walks in and has any issues, bro, let me know. I'm on the first flight to Denmark. I'll beat the shit out of him.
My dad is really chill, bro. Like he's the same way I am, and I got a lock on my door too. It don't matter. He can't walk in. But you know how many times I'll beat my dick? Someone tries to open up my door. Don't worry. Yo, having a lock on your door is like real shit.
Well, to be
A
fair,
life hack,
like,
bro.
When I was a kid, right, I got caught jerking off by my dad, so he took my door.
Yo, I've never gotten
Wait,
caught,
what?
bro.
Yeah, I got
Real
caught.
shit.
He took my door, bro. I didn't even have a fucking.
Because he
door,
wanted
bro.
to watch or what?
I maybe I don't know. He
That's-
does have a perm, but like, I don't think that's the reason.
Yeah, it's like, yo, God forbid your son jerks off, bro, like every other man does.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? Come on,
God
bro.
forbid, God forbid he's watching some midget porn and just tries, have a little bit of fun. God forbid, right? It's nothing
That's
weird
what
about
I'd be
it.
watching too. Hold up.
Dude. Denmark, I'm so happy you're here. This is a pleasant surprise. We're doing true crime and we're still doing
Really?
this. But here's the problem, right? I don't know how to do this. Let me get my mic back. I don't know how to do this shit, bro. Okay? I did it last time I did it. It was a pre-recorded video. We just played the video. Today I'm not. I got the soundtrack together.
I can hear
I
it.
got everything, bro. But I have a whole script to read. One of my docket members, literally, the day he joined the docket, he asked if he could join the docket. The day he joined, he was like, "Hey, this is another serial killer who's pretty prolific in Australia. I can put together, a show if you want." I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, dude." Put so much fucking work into it, right? So my goal today is not money. My goal today is not, my goal today is to put out a good show and make sure that I can do what he did justice, bro. Because he put so much fucking work in. It may be a he, bro. Maybe it's a she. Maybe they're non-binary,
Don't
bro.
matter,
I don't
bro.
fucking know.
Fuck it.
It doesn't. They did a great job.
Yo, here in Aussie, we misgender people. It don't matter what you
to
are,
be fair,
bro.
usually that's actually the case. Very accurate. Because I'm not. I've said it before, but if I can't tell, good, then I have no reason to misgender you. But if you're walking out here and you're like, "Hey, yo, what's up? My name is Teresa," and you got a fucking mustache, bro, I'm gonna be like, "All right, what's up, bro? How you doing?" Like, that's just how I am. I put some effort into it, dog. Like, fucking shave your upper lip, bro. And it's not like if a woman walks up to me, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody who I can, bored a woman, they walk up to me, they got facial hair. Because my cousin Shelly, she had some facial hair.
Facts.
Bro, why'd I drop her fucking name, bro? Why did I do that?
You're too comfortable. Get back in the game, bro.
Well, yeah. She's
clearly
clearly female, but some people be walking up to me and they're like, "Hey, yo, what's up, bro? My name's fucking one of the most common names that I would see is Luna, bro. If your name's Luna, bro, the 90% chance you're trans. I don't have a problem with trans people. I'm just saying, bro. I've never 90% chance.
Bro, the Luna we got as a fucking host on Fire, I've always thought she was born male. So that makes so much sense, bro.
I forgot
Am I
about her.
lying?
I forgot
Am I
about her,
lying?
too.
Bro, she had a baby recently. I mean, I guess
Okay,
it's
maybe she was
2025. Men can have babies now. I saw this show on Oprah back in 2010, bro.
It's true, bro. You gotta be. Yo, listen. With the whole true crime thing, you feel me? I think I have the perfect way to go about that shit.
All right.
You just screen share, we go through it, then we just react. I think that's what they wanted too, right? Like, fuck having, they don't want a documentary. Fuck that.
Nah,
they want to see our reaction
last
to their
time, bro.
shit.
If they wanted to watch a motherfucking documentary, they wouldn't be doing it live. They'd be watching it after that shit's
Facts.
uploaded. Facts. Yeah. All right.
Go on TLC, you fucking retards. I'll kill y'all, bro, if y'all want a fucking documentary.
TLC, bro. Dude, TLC, My Strange Addictions, right? Remember that bitch that ate the mattress? Bro, that bitch made the mattress look like it tasted so good. Like, she had that memory foam, bro. She was just taking it.
Bro, you see she put butter on that shit sometime too? To spice it up a little bit. Yo,
the lady who drank her
gang.
pee, that shit was weird. The dude who was living with sex dolls, that shit was weird, right? But the dude who was fucking his car, I kind of get it.
Yeah,
right?
low key.
Like, I kind of get it.
Behind that one.
Yeah, exactly, Brett. Especially since, bro, imagine if you're in prison, like Breadstick was, right? And a fucking Mazda Miata comes in and the fucking headlights are blinking at you. Bro, I'd fuck the shit out of that Miata, bro.
Tailpipes.
I don't know if you've asked Breadstick this question yet, but Breadstick, how did you nut in prison?
How do you nut?
Yeah, how do you nut in prison?
With your
You
dick.
want the honest answer? Usually in the shower. If you're locked down, maybe a sock.
Bro, Brett. Well, every time Breadstick would walk, one of his socks would make a little stomping sound because it'd be heavier than the other.
Yeah.
That makes a
Be for,
crunching
be,
noise.
be for real though, Breadstick. That was like a prison slut that looked female enough, and you were like, "Fuck it, man!" Like,
Yeah, I wasn't locked up that long, man.
Welcome back,
long
welcome
is it?
back, King Wally. King Wally, you don't have to use your King Wally account. I unbanned all of your other accounts because I'm cool, bro. We also unbanned Nail Slammer recently, so shout out Nail Slammer. You're unbanned. I don't know why you're banned. I don't want anybody banned from this channel, bro. I don't. I want the
To be
chat.
fair,
I want the chat to be, lightly moderated. I got ideas. You know what I'm saying? I got ideas. I like chaos. I just haven't been pushing it. Hold on. I like chaos, right? I just haven't been pushing for it lately at all. And Breadstick, Breadstick's here for the ride.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Breadstick just here, bro. Yo, every time he goes on Aussie, he just looks like he's just happy to be here, bro. I swear to God, I love this motherfucker
I love it so much, bro. Isn't he great?
Happy to be here, though.
It's amazing. He's so good.
He's the best. That's my best friend right there. Breadstick gives me movie, like behind the scenes, you guys don't understand. Breadstick gives me movie recommendations. He sends me pictures of his cats. Like, he'll just check in to see how I'm doing. Breadstick is a good guy.
Bro.
That's a genuine dude right there.
He's just the perfect co-host for you, bro. It just makes sense.
And
I don't know how to explain it.
Same on screen as he is off screen. Dude, I like people that, like your regular, suburban person will look at and not want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, no offense, Breadstick, but like, you did fry your brain with drugs a little. People will hear that and they'll be like, oh, Breadstick's a bad guy. But Breadstick's not a bad guy. Breadstick's better than 90% of people that I know. He just happened to have done, meth a few times.
He pressed it one time, but he had to change that shit. Y'all heard that?
A few times.
One time.
It wasn't one time. We all know that. It wasn't one time.
No, it was just one time, I swear.
It was one
Yo,
time.
you be lying too much,
It was one
Breadstick.
time.
Yeah, but that one
But
time
he's sitting
was like,
swiggy, right?
he did the maximum dose, bro.
I did it one time for like several year stretch.
It was the same rock, bro.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's
Breadstick.
really good at saving up, bro.
All right,
Real shit.
Breadstick. I'm gonna sit back for a second before we get into this true crime shit because I can save that for the last hour of the stream. We gotta get into it today. But before I get into that, because this is too good, sometimes the content comes and you gotta let it happen. That's how these shows work. It's good to have something to fall back on, but when the content's happening, it's happening. All right,
That's true.
I'm not here. This is just Breadstick and Denmark getting to know each other a little. But Denmark, here's the thing, right? You have to ask Breadstick the most diabolical questions that you possibly can, because he'll answer them honestly. It's amazing.
That's how he is? Oh, shit.
Breadstick ain't got no reason to lie, bro.
What is, like, your craziest fucking sexual experience you ever had, bro?
Ooh. Missionary.
Aw, come on, bro. What do you mean missionary, gang? You be lying. Come on.
Well, you gotta remember, even when Breadstick's sitting still, he's like this. So, like, it's pretty easy because he doesn't have to really put much effort.
Missionary in prison's a little different because you got to shift gears as you're going through it, man.
So you did fucking prison.
I never said that.
That's how I understood it. I ain't gonna lie, man.
That's how I
Maybe
understood
things are
it.
different in Denmark. They don't mean the same thing.
He's out here fucking dudes.
Yeah, he's
No,
right
no,
outside, but
no.
listen.
It's gay out here, and there it's a hustle.
Yo, I can't turn it off. Where'd it go? Where'd the song go? Okay, I found it. My bad.
Listen, okay. What is your, like, craziest drug experience? Like, what is the craziest shit you've done while being on drugs?
I gotta think of how to word this without using people's names. So
Houston names, fuck it. Who cares, bro?
Well, first you have to ask, like, which way, because, like, he has crazy experiences through the mouth, right, Breadstick? But you also have some crazy experiences through the butt taking drugs.
are we talking crazy sexual experiences on drugs or just crazy experiences?
That's crazy experiences, bro. We don't need to hear about anal sex, gang. Just come out with something crazy.
Like, sex when you're on drugs doesn't count because it fucking gets blown way out of proportion. But no,
Wait, let's hear about that shit, bro. First of all, let's hear about that first.
What?
Oh, yeah, speaking
You
of,
never
like...
had sex on drugs?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You have?
Yo, guys, speaking of, like,
No, I
shit up
haven't.
the ass. Speaking of shit up the ass, bro.
What?
Dobby.
Fucking had that shit up the ass the whole time, bro.
Yeah,
Hell
bro, I've just been waiting to pull it out of my ass, bro. It's
But no,
uncomfortable.
So like different drugs have different effects on your body. So like
Yeah.
meth, for instance, you can do meth and fuck for hours upon hours without finishing. Like
Bro,
to the
Wings,
point where
Wings
it
must
hurt.
have meth like flowing through his veins naturally.
Probably, but yeah, it gets to the point where it hurts. Opiates can do that too, or opiates can also give you like limp dick,
Whiskey
where
for
it
me.
won't, or yeah, whiskey dick, you know, where you
Yeah.
can't get it up at all, or it's just painfully hard
That's
and it
why I
won't
drink
go
rum.
away.
That makes sense.
But
Now, are there any that make your dick hard for fucking hours, bro?
Meth.
Are there any that make
Meth.
your dick
Yeah,
bigger?
myth, bro. Ooh.
Bigger?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you do enough acid or something, it might look bigger, but it might
Yeah,
also
yeah,
look
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah,
shoot,
yo,
get your mama
mama.
in here, bro. What's good?
Bro, you's a goofy guy. You're a goofy guy.
Which one of us?
Don't say that's about breadstick, bro. That's fucked up.
Yo, why your eyes so
Bro.
pretty, bro?
That's fucked up.
You don't slide, bro.
Yeah.
You apologize when Keemstar told you to apologize, bro. You're not on demon time.
He
You're not
talking
a
about
Yo, you look mad fuckable, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Never
Because,
catch
bro,
me.
his eyes,
me do
dude.
it. Yo, you get what I mean? He pretty as shit, bro.
He got the
Oh, God, take that
DSLs.
do-rag off, bro. I'll really put it in you, gang.
Look at those beautiful
Bro,
green eyes, man.
pause, bro.
Yo, that's our vice
Yo.
president.
Oh, weak,
Dude,
bro.
hey, what's your view on baby oil?
Yo, you know.
Pause, bro. Bro, y'all gay as fuck right now, bro.
Oh,
Like,
hell
dude,
yeah.
Do you want to be?
Fucking ASAP, bro.
Young Twigger.
I need to get some
Yo,
baby
so
oil.
did Cockfest, gang. When
Hey,
did
why do
that
we
shit
need babies?
happen?
We got you. You got mama in your name.
Hey, yo, mama.
You're not lying,
Yo,
bro.
mama,
Yo, he
yo,
got
mama.
in his-
Hold up. We all gotta be professional here. Yo, mama. Sideways. The phone.
Real shit, yo. Gang got mama in his
Nah,
name because he
bro,
got a
I'm
pussy,
outside,
bro.
bro.
That's cool.
I'm
That ain't
outside,
nobody's
bro.
fault.
Yeah,
I'm
if you-
outside playing basketball, bro, with the broskies, bro. Bro, I swear to
Looks like
God, if
you're
I
sitting in a
was
Yo, if
vehicle,
I-
man.
Yo, mama, I don't know.
Basketball court, bro.
I don't know nothing
Stop
about
talking to him like that,
basketball.
yo.
Hold on. I don't know
Stop
nothing
talk-
about basketball, but if I tried to play that shit, I'd end up like Kevin Ware, bro.
On my mamas in them, bro. On my moms, bro. I'd be swimming in fucking pussy if I was 6'7", dog. I'd be
But you
dunking
not.
like this.
You feel me? It's
That's
cool.
crazy.
I'd be mad
It's
too. I
mad
was
'cause
you.
I'm
Oh God.
5'10", bro. That's
5'10". I stop Kevin,
God
gang.
damn, you're
5'4". 5'4".
5'10".
Come on.
I'm
Yo, I'm
5'10".
just like that middle-aged
I'm
dude who
But-
makes thirst traps on
I
TikTok.
was, bro, if I was 6'4",
Yo, make it a Facebook reel, gang. Get the fuck out the call, bro. Stop playing.
Bro, if I was 6 foot, bro, if I was 6, bro, how you still a virgin, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy,
He's
bro.
celibate,
There's
bro.
no
He's
way.
saving himself for Christ. You fucking.
Thanks, bro.
you-
Yo, save that, yo. I saved that shit for a member goal, gang. Come on, bro. Think business.
Bro,
How
you
long
can't be
is
a
my mic
demon.
fucking
You can't be
muted?
a demon and ain't never had pussy, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, I don't
That's
think.
crazy.
I mean, I think there's
That's
a lot of. To be fair, like there's a few
Never.
demons out there.
None.
Biblically, there's a few demons out there that never got like any coochie, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true, bro.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
They was cooking.
The thing is, too, bro, yo, your mama, with the way you be talking, I have a feeling you don't be fucking either, bro. I'm just the only one who honest
Bro.
about it. That's cool.
Bro,
Yo, let us see
Yeah.
it. Let us see a good thrust,
Bro,
yo,
dog.
mama. Let's see some motion.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
bro,
see.
I gotta look
Let's
at
see you. Let's see you. Let's see you. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's a white guy. That's a white
Hey,
boy
well,
stroke.
no,
right there,
because if
bro.
not,
You
if, bro,
almost
if,
got
if I go any further than that, bro, you know what's gonna
Got your back
happen?
doing that.
You know, if I go any further than that, bro, you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna
Yeah,
come
you
out
gonna-
with
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
she
yeah,
ate
your
for
penis.
lunch on it, bro, because
You
it's
got
gonna
it.
go
That's
too
true,
deep.
bro. What?
Bro, I got a
you
horse
like-
cock, yo,
bro, you
mama.
like 2 inches, bro.
No, I
That,
got
bro.
look, bro. Look at how I
2
built, bro.
inches- 2 inches is good,
yo,
bro. How
mama,
about
yo,
thick
mama.
for a second?
Look at any dude built like Eugenia Cooney, like me, bro. He got a horse cock.
Twiggy.
Facts.
I'm gonna
Facts.
tell you how I'm gonna tell you how I know you don't got a horse cock. Cause remember that stream you did, and you had to pour that hot sauce on your cock.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
And you and bro, you couldn't even get the dab on, bro. You had to get that shit extra close, cause that shit would. If you got a big dick, bitch, you could have just dropped it accidentally. That shit would have touched it. Bro.
Your mama.
Yo,
hold on,
mama. Yo, mama. I dumped all the hot sauce into one of these, bro. I'm a scammer.
me a
That shit ain't
second.
go on my dick.
Yo, give me a second. Did this motherfucker just admit to cock watching, bro? You wanted to look at someone dick on the stream, bro. All due respect.
I was on
Yeah,
the
see,
He
you
was
were
here
dead
with me.
staying
He was
to that
here
shit,
with
but
me
you
the whole
wanted to see
time.
that shit, gang. That's
Denmark.
fucked
The whole
up.
time he was like this.
Yeah, I was making sure you follow the goal.
Hey, and
Yeah,
here's the
bro.
thing, I would have been the same way.
Yo, I watch skate porn too. Listen. Your mama, I watch skate porn too just to make sure they don't scam me. They actually fuck the dude. But you right? Like, stop playing, bro. Like, you gay as hell. It's cool.
Bro, what? Bro, what?
Real shit.
Bro said he watched gay
Yo,
porn is out of
you
control,
just making sure though, right? Your mama, it's cool. Like, I fuck with that, bro. That's
Bro was
authenticity.
putting hot sauce on his penis for a goal, bro, and he was like this. He was like, "Oh, wait a minute."
You was still staring, bro. You were doing like a staring contest with like bro dick. It's cool. Like,
Breadstick. I don't know
it's
what's
time to come
going
out the
on,
closet,
brother.
gang.
What?
I think we're in the middle of somebody else's beef right now. You know what I'm saying, bro? This shit
I just
wild,
know
bro.
mama,
What the?
dude?
I got dog. Bro, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm like fucking Twiggy out here who say got a horse cock, bro. I'm not saying that.
I
I'm
do,
dead
bro.
Yeah,
right
that's
about
true.
that.
Yo, your mama,
like
yo,
you
Yo,
and then you got a small
bro,
dick just like
bro,
me,
that
twin. It's
shit,
cool.
that shit
It
breaks
happens.
that shit breaks the sound barrier, bro. That shit cracks like a whip. You know what I'm saying? I just go whoosh, like Indiana Jones,
First
dude.
of all, bro, I saw them tight ass pants you had on at Tina's house. There's no way you can fit a cock in that goddamn
You
thing.
can if you
That
shove
shit
it up
would
your
never
ass, bro.
break,
You gotta
It
go.
would've died.
You gotta put it backwards and then right up, bro. It stays in place. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
you wearing a tail. You wearing a tail.
Yo,
A tail,
all
bro.
I'm
I
saying
got
is,
that. I got
yo,
that shit shoved up in my tail, bro. I wrote a song called "Booty Player," bro. You don't Booty Slayer, bro. You don't know who you're talking to.
Hey, speaking of
see.
songs,
So you
bro.
gotta
Speaking of songs, gang, yo, your mama, we hit the goal today, bro. I'm making a diss track on you and Sweet Tea, bro. It's really fuck both of y'all.
Denmark. Can I co-write
Hobby.
this? Can I co-write this diss
Fuck
track
no,
with you?
bro. It's all me, gang. Yo,
All right,
it's
let
me and your mama,
me
bro.
have
That's
a
really the
bar,
beef.
bro. Let me have a
Shut the
fucking
fuck up, Twiggy. Shut the fuck up for a
Where's
second.
my fucking gun at?
Bro, I swear to God, me and Sweet Tea, bro, we run cash, bro. That shit ain't even on our spectrum, my boy.
Yo,
Like, you
y'all
on a
run
piece of that.
cash?
Like that shit.
Really?
We run
Y'all
that
came
shit.
on the fucking A ticket, bro. Parasite, the first
To
single
change
song
the
out of his eyes,
subject,
bro. We run
to change
y'all
the
shit.
subject, tomorrow's
Stop playing,
episode, we're
bro.
going to talk about how Yo Mama has talked twice now about how he's been looking at my groin area. That's wild. That's crazy.
Bro, you was sexing up Johnny back there, bro. Y'all was over there butt hugging and bro,
Nah,
that was
bro, you
crazy.
should have seen what happened
he was
off
watching that
camera,
shit
bro.
too.
You should have seen what happened off camera, bro. Stitches were involved. It was wild.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got Johnny too? Y'all going crazy.
Oh
on
no,
that
he
kid,
ripped
bro.
me
Y'all
open,
gotta
bro.
stop.
I wasn't able to sit for 2
Oh,
days.
shit, yo, this really this whole call remind me of Cockfest, bro. This really Cockfest 2025, bro. You feel at home right now,
That was
son. I fuck
2024
with
when
that.
I did that code. That was 2024
Yeah, this is a new
when I
year,
did that
gang. Yo, Cockfest, bro. Any bitches wanna join?
Hold
No one
up,
joining though,
Denmark,
right? Come on, bro. Stop
Denmark.
playing.
The first question goes to you.
That was spring
What's
break,
up?
Do
dog.
you think that Yo Mama has homoerotic thoughts?
I think Yo Mama is 100% homosexual.
All right. Well, that's all. That's
no
all.
allegations or
Wait, hold
nothing,
up.
but you
Let's
feel
go.
me?
Let's go
I
to
do
the. Let's go to
genuinely
the
believe that
screen.
shit.
Let's go to the screen.
That's
You
crazy.
are correct.
100% is crazy. That's
100% right, bro.
100%.
I think
Survey
we should do a poll in
says.
chat. I think we should do a poll in
not even a
chat,
gay
bro.
person's 100%, bro.
Yo,
Not even
let's
a
do
gay
a poll in
person.
the chat. Hold up.
That's crazy.
Damn. So you're not even gay, you just
Is
super gay, bro.
Yo,
Like,
wait,
that's
hold up,
fucked
hold up. Does Yo
Bro.
Mama fuck dudes? Well, let me put that up as a poll. I think it will.
Never. Never. Bro, if I haven't bro. Oh, bro, if I haven't had pussy as long as that at 20, 21 years, bro, probably,
Hey,
bro,
bro.
I might be in a dude.
Bro, I
There's
learned.
no
Shit.
way.
Yo, mama, I
was
didn't lose
cocking,
my
bro. I was cocking
virginity
that
until
fucking
I was
pussy.
24 and I got married, bro. I saved myself for my wife.
Oh,
appreciate you,
little-
Twiggy.
Well,
And he
only
got a
because,
wife too, bro.
well, to
What
be
I
fair,
mean?
only because all the whores before that didn't count. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, alright, Twiggy, shut the fuck up for a second. Alright. Run with my narrative, bro. Come on, man.
no way. There's no way you get domed up by a prostitute and can't get your dick hard, bro. That just means you got a
Bro.
little dick, my boy.
Yo,
'Cause I mean,
listen,
if a
yo,
prostitute was
Yo,
doming me up,
mom,
I'd be
I'm a
like,
big fan. I'm a big fan, dog. I have a
yo,
question,
your mama, in
Hold on, let
my
Breadstick
defense.
talk. Breadstick is the main host of the show.
Listen. Yo, gang. I need to respond to your mama for a second, bro. Give me a second. In my
I'll give you 1
defense,
second.
the prostitute was really ugly, bro. Like, yo, you would understand me.
It was
you
the
were in my
opposite
pos-
situation of what happened to Boogie, yo mama. But let Breadstick talk. Breadstick's the main host
She
of the
won,
show.
bro.
Like,
Shit
I'm a
didn't
big
work.
fan. Your mama really like you. Wish you would have been president, dog. What does Nightmare's dick taste like? I'm really curious.
I don't know what that is.
Yo, you
I
can't
don't know
even
what
tell
that
me that, bro.
Hold up, yo mama, have you heard my diss track on Nightmare?
I wasn't there long enough.
Yo mama, you'll
I
appreciate
don't know. You're
this.
turning red, man.
You will appreciate this. This song is called Nightmare's Nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear
Shout
it.
out to your mama.
I get it.
Yeah, motherfucking bitch, like. Shout out to your mama. Yeah, yo, Nightmare, your personality is limp. Stop trying to act like a fucking pimp. I get grim in here so you can fucking simp. How does it feel to be shaped like a blimp? You're a little fat boy, you built like a boulder.
Your mama got them old hit ass reactions, bro. I'm weak.
I'm a banger, man, a fucking folder. Hey, young boy, don't you have a sheet to shag? I'm tired of you acting like a fucking flag.
Flag, F-L-A-G.
Go produce a show and put the fries in the bag. Or you have triple D's and you build like a bitch. Oh, then I heard your feelings, you fucking snitch. I heard you go both ways like the Nintendo Switch. Sorry, you got drugged and ended up in a ditch. You're the token bisexual because you need more options. Can't even understand you without the captions. Your haircut is chopped, how do you even get action? Grandma's love, you can mind your faction. You are a fucking disgrace. Get on your knees, bitch, let me nut on your face. When I'm done with you, you'll know your fucking place. Can't even drink without getting laid. I have no issue with you being queer. Yo, did you pick your name to reflect your career? You got a pot belly from drinking shitty beer. Goofy ass tar, get your ass out of here. Yo, I hate you and your fucking clique, but have no issue with you sucking dick. I can pull mine out and you can give it a lick. You can bounce up and down on my ugly stick, huh?
Bro, hold on. Is that not like a work of art?
Yo,
That's awesome.
why'd you what? Wait, am I missing something? Why you going so hard at Nightmare?
I went hard on everybody. I got one coming out on everybody, bro. I got one on Boogie. I got one on Billy. I got one on Keemstar.
Nah.
I got one on Bread. Bro, my diss track on
Breadstick,
Breadstick.
bro.
My diss track on
Nah, that was-
Breadstick is the best one of them all, bro.
Number
And
one
then
on Spotify.
Nah.
Why you diss your own co-host, bro?
That sound personal, bro. That sound personal.
nah, bro.
If you just drop-
You gotta remember,
You're lying.
bro. When it comes to like me, bro, I see things a little different. I can find the worst in everybody, just like I can find the best in everybody. I got one. Yours is coming soon, but I gotta make Xylee's first.
That-
all right.
That roofie line was personal, bro.
No,
roofie line-
especially since I dropped it twice because I
was
said you
personal,
can't even
dog.
get laid without or you can't even get a drink without getting laced. Was another line that was in
Twice.
there.
Yeah,
Bro,
that was personal.
Nah, because on the Keemstar diss track,
gotta be.
one of the first line or after the little intro, the first lines are, "Hey Keem, I liked when you asked Lynx if you could blow your load. I liked when you bounced up and down on the railroad," and it just keeps on going on.
Yo, your
my-
mama. Hold on, give me a second. How the fuck, like, when you smiled properly, bro, how do you got more gum than teeth, bro? How the fuck did even happen?
I don't know.
Oh, there was
Straight though. I got all straight teeth.
Oh,
That's
because
the
them
only
bitches
strange
been
thing about
filed.
him.
God damn, bro. You got that horse shit, bro. That's fucked up.
Yo, bro. How the fuck you in Denmark and get no sun? Ain't y'all famous
Bro,
for sailing?
look, it don't
Y'all should
matter,
have
bro.
something
It don't
to
matter. bro.
Yo, give me a second. This motherfucker just said, how are you in the
Look like
most
a vampire.
Nordic European country and you don't get no sun? Yeah,
And
I wonder.
for me,
I wonder,
bro,
your
like-
mama. The fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, what do you mean?
Yo, mama.
Bro, that's
Here's the thing,
wild.
right? I
How
am
y'all
jealous
all-
of you.
How y'all all over 6 foot and ain't win a goddamn gold medal in basketball? That's crazy.
Because they probably suck at it, bro. What's the problem? You know what they are good at? Making fucking meatballs? Or is that the wrong people?
I'm 6'7", bro. I never suck at. All I gotta do is stand at the rim and do this.
Yo, not if you got the same eyes as Jason.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Gang, all due respect. Next time you put on a do rag, cover up the gray hairs on the side too, bro. Like you, all the. Yo, bro, you aging too far, bro. It's cool, but it's like, damn, bro. Like, how old are you?
Bro, I'm 40.
God damn, bro.
Denmark gotta go.
I just went into that fucking trash can I saw earlier, bro.
Yo, what's up with your mama's face right now? That shit wild.
Damn, but
You 6'7", my nigga.
Yo, hold up.
Playing basketball, dog.
God,
Yo, mama, real quick. How many cheek fillers have you had?
Man, 5.
Yo,
all right, I respect it. Bro, no, seriously, look at this shit, right? The wrinkles there, but look at my forehead, bro. I gotta do something about that.
Your mama did us like build like a pit bull, bro. Like I'd be mad too. That's some bullshit.
Like a French bulldog, bro. What you playing?
Bro, I be mad if I had.
Your mama a product of incest, bro. You don't like.
You can never get your head chopped off with that Adam's apple. That shit'll get stuck. The apple gets stuck.
Yo, you got the fucking horse teeth to bite that apple. What you talking about?
Give me a second, bro. Yo, this motherfucker came in here, but his best insult so far has been, yo, you can't get beheaded. Yo, I hope not, gang. All due respect.
You would be a vampire's worst nightmare, my boy. You'd be like, fuck.
Yo, again, you said again, yo, I can't get killed. My bad, bro.
Yeah, you're invincible because you're Adam's apple. Because you got more testosterone than him, you know.
Yo, this motherfucker went on a 10. Yo, gang, your mama.
This man got his dick sucked and couldn't get his dick hard, bro. That's crazy to me, bro.
That's fucked up, bro. I put on my pants and walked out, bro. Real shit.
I'm not clicking that.
That's out of control, bro.
Real shit. Yo, this motherfucker went on stream. He was mad for 10 minutes over the fact that I got the basketball jeans, but I ain't do that shit,
hold
bro.
on. I do have one question. Yo, mama, why you come up here stealing Phantom's drip?
Drip? Yeah, you got that. I stole it. Phantom.
Yeah, bro, you get jealous. You get jealous of Phantom's badass waves, dog.
Man, his shit is dope, bro. That's why I got him, bro. I'm trying to get him.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. God forbid a white boy get a little motion, right? But Phantom's out here getting more than motion. He getting commotion. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be right back. I gotta go pee real quick, bro. I'm shut down too many beers. I gotta move the trash can.
Breadstick. You've been silent. It is your time to talk to yo mama.
Bro, why you got a trash can, bro? Like
he stole it. He stole it today.
So, like, are you really gay though, yo mama?
No, bro. No.
Are you sure?
Not.
Do you have a problem with gay people? Because they're a little weird. Let's be honest.
Not.
Gay people can be married.
What?
Which one?
What's your problem with gay people?
Didn't y'all have a dude that was married here yesterday? Didn't y'all have a dude?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with gay people, but they can be weird sometimes.
Yeah, but what's your problem with gay people? Like, I have no issue
Exactly.
Yeah, what's your problem
Would you fuck a dude?
I don't have no problem. That was Twiggy. What are
So
you talking about?
Yeah, I could get away with it.
Pause.
Would you fuck a dude?
Pause. What?
Would you fuck a dude?
No, dude.
Why?
What?
So what's your issue with gay people?
Here's the thing, right? Yo, mama, all right?
I'm just not fucking with dude.
Yo, mama, right? You find this bad bitch, right? She got the right amount of curves. She got a nice voice, bro. She got a nice rack. Perfect personality, bro. You take her home, she got a little lady penis. What you gonna do?
Bro's out of control, dog.
What do you mean? These
are some white shit.
I ask these questions all the time.
That's white shit. Y'all see, that's why y'all need your own VC. That's some white shit.
Nah, bro. Hey, to be fair, no, you don't want to get into that. You don't want to get into that.
Bro,
Yo, mama,
Bro,
you don't want to
like
get into
putting
that.
the
I'm
top of your
perfectly
hand.
happy with myself getting in some
Bro,
trouble,
that's
all
why
right?
y'all motherfuckers always in Thailand, bro. That's why all y'all
Hey,
be in Thailand.
hey.
Y'all white boys be crazy.
Hey,
It's
hey,
because
I'm
we
just saying,
accept everyone.
I know just as many people who
Y'all
aren't white
crazy.
who have been to
Y'all need
Thailand as
help,
people
bro.
who are, all right?
Oh.
Not everything's about you
Nah.
about race, yo mama, all right?
Yeah, it is.
Look,
That's why I was gonna
honest
make
to
the
yo
God-
mama, black
That's why I was
people,
gonna make the DC.
yo mama, black people can have sex with lady boys too. All right, it happens. It has
Yeah,
happened
we're okay with
historically.
it. We'll share.
Yeah,
Honest
yeah,
to God,
we'll
I
share, bro.
almost just pissed myself again, bro. I almost just
Bro.
pissed myself again. Why does this always happen when I'm with
Nah,
your mama,
Denmark,
bro?
we're talking about
This is
lady
mad
boys.
annoying.
See, like Kelly said in that song, black people are more in the closet than white people. Y'all just out.
So
White
you
boys, y'all
are
just out and
gay.
about.
I don't know, cause I've
That's
seen the
what I'm
people.
thinking
I've seen
too,
the people
bro.
who hung around
Bro,
Diddy, bro. I've seen
we
the
not-
people.
oh, I
Shout out to all my boys. You know what I'm saying? But like, all the people who hung around Diddy, bro, they were gay, bro. Yeah.
True.
Hey,
And yo,
when did
low
you
key,
know
your mama
about-
look like
when did you
Diddy.
know
If
about
you think
Diddy?
about it.
When did you know about Diddy? You knew about Diddy after everything happened about
Nah,
Diddy.
bro, I've
You
known
didn't know
about Diddy for
at the
years,
time.
bro. I've known Diddy was gay for years,
who
bro.
knew anything about Diddy knew what Diddy was
Bro,
doing.
yeah, people knew Diddy was gay for years. People came out talking about that shit years ago.
Yeah, he just recently happened to get arrested.
It's just
for
like
it.
all the shit people were saying about Kid Cudi, bro. Like, and there's a bunch of other people. Like, this shit's been talked about for years.
Who was that?
Now you
Tyler
gonna say
Creator
Kanye
that was
West.
banging
Oh yeah, well
Will
Tyler
Smith's
the creator,
son.
Tyler's creator gay, bro. Like there ain't no not
Yeah,
he,
he was
everyone
he's
banging
knows
Will
gay.
it.
Smith's son, dude.
Okay. Well, and what's the white actors and goddamn musicians that came out to be gay?
Oh, we got
Harry
Sam Smith,
Styles,
who
bro.
look,
There's
to
a
be
whole
fair, like
list, but they
look,
won't release it.
Sam Smith is gay, right? But clearly you look at him and he's like, if he's not gay, he needs to be. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like who else we got? Who else we got that's
Bro.
gay? Yo, Matt Bomer, bro. It's always the sexy dudes who are gay too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Matt Bomer's a good looking dude, but he's gay, so that like ruins it all, bro. He's fucking gay. You know what I'm saying? Who else is like hot and
Justin
gay?
Piano.
Justin Bieber.
Yo.
Justin Bieber.
I
Bro,
was
Justin
about to
Bieber's
say that
married
shit,
to
though.
he's married to a white bitch who's a stalker. Well, she was a stalker. Don't get me started on all that, but she's married to Alec Baldwin's fucking niece, Haley Baldwin,
What?
Haley Bieber. Now they got a baby together, but you know he may be gay. What's
To be
it
fair,
to
that's
you, bro?
PR, bro. That's
Yo,
That's PR.
hey, yo,
Justin
mama,
Bieber
I'm
gay as
asking you
shit.
this question right here. Why is the male's G spot in the ass, bro? Why is it on the prostate? You know what I'm saying? We were meant to fuck each other. That's just how it is.
So taking stuff into prison is more comfortable.
Wait a minute, bro. The male G spot is where?
In the ass, bro, right on that prostate, baby.
I don't
Not
know.
that far
Yeah,
into your
bro.
asshole.
Yo, mama, I will fly you out, bro. I will
How would
fly
y'all
you
know
out.
about this, dog? How would y'all know about
Yo.
this? See, I didn't even
Because
know
we're
that.
white,
That's how
Yo.
I know I'm not gay. Because I didn't even know about that, bro. Y'all knew about that shit.
Yo,
I
mama.
know nothing about that.
Yo,
because
mama, I don't know
nobody's
if you
ever
know
touched my
this, dude.
asshole.
Yo, mama, all white people are gay. Like, did you know
Yeah.
that?
Facts. Let,
Because
let, let us run a trade on you, your
no,
mama.
let's be honest, yo, mama. If you aren't
There you go.
like educating yourself on other people's history and culture, bro, you're racist. Like, if you didn't know all white people are gay, bro, there's a problem there. Like, you should have known that.
I'm not it.
Yeah, you
I
need
didn't
to
know that.
educate
But now,
yourself.
I mean, I'm educated.
Yeah, you
I'm
need to
educated
educate
now.
yourself, bro. That's
Yeah.
that's
See,
not
that's
good.
why- That's
When
why I
we
said,
meet up,
y'all.
when we meet
Yeah.
up, the first thing we do is fuck each other.
Yeah, vigorously,
Yeah.
vigorously, bro.
Yeah.
And look,
That's
you
why
ain't
when
you
I
ain't
got to
gotta
invite the
look when it
G-Spot-
comes to what we do. You ain't gotta have a like look, dude. A BBC would kill us white dudes. You know what I'm saying? White women can handle
that's
it. Us
why we're
white
not
dudes,
very
we
big.
can't handle that shit, bro. It's
Bro,
got to be
so
white dude
guy,
on white dude.
Are you even drunk?
No, I'm completely
Yeah.
sober.
Yo, get some fucking
No.
shots, bro.
He's
Off
dead
this right.
He's dead ass. Listen, that's why when you was at when you was at fat camp, you was
I was
happy
walking
one
with a
day and then
limp.
angry the next. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, who did you
Yeah,
think was
somebody
on that
got you.
rock?
I wasn't there. I've never been to Keem's house
He
while I was
didn't go to
invited.
Keem's house. He was at fat
Oh
camp.
yeah,
At fat camp, he was with the monsters.
Yeah, but here's
that
the
was some
thing.
other
It
guy.
It doesn't
guy.
matter,
Stuff,
yo,
huh?
mama, because like here's the thing. When I was at fat camp, all the bitches wanted me, but they knew they couldn't get me because I was balls deep in a fucking dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this dude, bro. Yo.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it, dog.
Look,
y'all was going
the
crazy
thing
over
is,
there.
like, look,
Yeah.
even when I was talking shit about you, yo mama, bro, you don't even know what's real and what's not, cause I'm never gonna be.
Bro,
Yo,
that's
this
why I
is the
wanted to
worst
know.
show to talk shit on, bro, of all time. I
Yeah,
swear to
you don't
God,
want
man.
to
All
shut,
saying some
dude.
gay
You
shit.
don't want
wanted
to
to
come
go with the
after
boogie
Ozzy,
on you.
because here's what's gonna happen: either I'm gonna lose my mind and go like full fucking steam ahead, and not worry about the repercussions, or that shit's gonna get gay. Like, there's no two ways
Wait.
about it. Because
No in
you
between.
haven't, you've watched both. Like, you've watched me go off on others, because you've come in and given me my, my fucking congratulations. But like, also, dude, if I don't get my way with you, right? Like, if I get in a fight with a dude and I'm not winning, bro, I'm
He's
getting
fucking.
naked. No, I'm getting naked
Yep.
immediately. If you're fighting a
By the
naked
way,
dude, you're fucking gay, bro. Like, you know what
just a
I'm
little bit, just a little update. It's 70%. Yes for does your mama fuck dude. So I feel like the chat really spoke. You feel me? Like they kind of know
It's only like
how you
it's only
swing.
like 30 people there, bro. What are you talking about?
It's
Everybody
to
in
be
the
fair,
chat
there
voted.
is 60 votes. So
That's 60 people. Hey,
Hey,
bro, it's 60
man, that's
people.
better than
Hey, but
usual. But look, here's the difference, mama,
hey,
right?
but
And you're
better
kind
than
of the same,
Alpha.
I gotta
right?
go though.
I
I gotta
know.
go though. But I just gotta say though, I gotta just say I'm the real demon, dog. This the
Yeah.
real
Nah,
Your
bro,
mama, you
I'm
a
the real
bitch.
demon.
Your mama, you a bitch, and I'm
real
gonna prove you a
demon,
bitch. It's cool.
and it's
Yeah, that's cool. Go out and hoop, bro. Yeah, you a hoe, bro. Stop playing with me, gang.
Yo,
Yeah,
mama, yo,
I'm gonna slap
mama.
you. Yo, your
Hold up,
mama,
hold
when I
up.
slap you out of you off prime time,
Yo,
then what?
mama.
What happened?
Yo,
We
mama,
take your
I'm
spot
just
on prime
saying.
time, then what?
I'm just saying, yo, mama.
prime time.
Yo,
What they
hold
gonna have
up,
cash on
hold
prime
up.
time to do?
Let the twigger
Yeah, we
talk.
will be. Stop playing, bro. Yo, I'm really about to take your spot. Gang.
Let
You had
the
that shit for
twigger
a whole
talk.
2 days. You think you clouded now? So stop
my
playing, bro. We
fucking
taking
gun?
everything you got, bro. Stop playing with me, your mama.
What?
We taking that shit.
What are you?
Talk.
What are you gonna do on prime time?
Ew. We're gonna ignore what you just saw.
Shit,
But
shit.
look,
What
yo,
have you done
mama.
on prime time, bro? Talk crazy?
Chill
Oh
it.
no. So yo, you provided content people gonna get bored of within a week? Are you right? Stop playing, bro.
Let me hold on. Let me look at
I'm
my let me
gonna
look at
fuck
my
this
view
shit
count.
out of you, yo, mama.
Damn.
You ain't gonna
Hey,
know
view
what's
count?
coming, bro. I'm gonna
Yo, yo,
stretch
yo.
you out so much
Yo.
you're gonna be wearing fucking diapers, bro. And I'll
Yo,
change them
mama.
shits for you, bro. I'll be your fucking personal caretaker.
Damn,
Hey,
good.
yo, real shit, yo, mama, why you should really
You ain't got one
Ted.
video on your fucking site that got 6,000 views, my boy. Not one.
Uh-huh.
I got a
Not
timeline
one?
with
Have you checked
6,000.
my personal?
Crazy.
I just hit my
No, I'm
second
talking
video
about
with
in
over
the LCU.
100K. Now what?
I'm talking
Now
about in the
what?
LCU.
On LSU, I've been here for a month, right? Yes or
I've
no?
been here for a month and a half.
No,
Hold
you
on.
have not. Stop playing.
Ah, ah.
You've been here for a month and a half?
I got bored of him, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Y'all kicked him
I feel
out?
it,
I
feel
kicked
it.
him out, bro. Yeah, I couldn't get a fucking word in with that dude here. Hey,
Come on, bro. Me
you
and your
weren't
mama got
helping,
beef or whatever.
Denmark. You were. You think take that beef to your show, bro. Here in Aussie.
Okay,
all right,
word. My
this is the
bad.
show where there's peace until I get pissed off. Only time there should be or breadstick or breadstick or breadstick. He's
Get
here too.
pissed off.
Yeah, he's here too. But nah,
Hey,
bro.
Denmark.
Like, and here's the thing, right? You didn't tell me you had no beef, Denmark. All right, if you did, I would have been a part of that, bro. I could have been, bro. You saw how easily I handled that shit, bro. He can't say nothing to me because I'll make it fucking gay. You can't win against that,
no.
especially
I got
when
beef
you
with your mama.
clearly
That's
you
right.
clearly have an issue with gay stuff because you see how uncomfortable that made him. There's no reason a normal person would be uncomfortable when they experience a little bit of a little bit of that homosexuality, right? But he couldn't handle it, bro. He probably couldn't even
That's
sit
true.
through. He probably couldn't even sit through the fucking first verse of Booty Slayer.
Dude,
That's
he's
true.
so far in the closet, he found Narnia, dude.
Yo, I fuck with it so bad.
Breadstick, I'm so happy you're funny because if you weren't, like, there would be no humor on this show. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Here's the thing. All right, guys, remember $20 shots. Me and Denmark will do the first shot for 10 though. All right. But we got to get into this.
$5. We're doing it for $5, bro. Yo, let's get these donations in, bro.
Hell yeah, we'll
Let's
do
do
it
a
for
$5, bro.
$5. All right, let's see what we're at. You know how much money this stream's made? The whole stream, bro. Take a guess.
How much?
Take a guess.
0?
Nada. And you know what sucks for everybody, who who's like in charge and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna have just as much fun regardless.
Yo, gang made -$2, bro. You feel me? They
Look.
refunded that shit as soon as we got on stream.
All right, here's the thing. All right, I will do the first shot for $5 because I'm a fucking gangster.
I do it
okay?
too. I down a beer right now for $5, bro. I've been waiting to do that shit.
But here's the dealio, okay? We've got a man, a serial. Sorry. We've got a man, a serial killer by the name of fucking Ivan Milat. I assume that's how it's said.
Yep,
All right.
I've heard about Ivan a lot.
You've heard about Ivan Milat? Well, that means I pronounced his name right because you recognized it. Let me pull up a picture of him real quick.
I can't believe I stole this shit. Give me talk about this shit for a second.
So what's in it? Let's do an unboxing.
Bro, it's just straight trash, bro. I'm not opening this shit. Like,
How about
it's just trash bag.
$50
It's
for an
nasty,
unboxing of
bro.
the trash can right on your bed.
I'm not doing that, but not on my bed. This
Why?
bed,
All right.
this bed is very expensive. I can't do that shit.
This bed too. But if I stole a trash can, I would dump it out on the bed and go through it for the fans.
You don't understand what type of bed this is, bro.
All right,
let
ladies
me
and
just
gentlemen.
show you, Britt.
Ladies and gentlemen, while he's showing you guys that,
Give me a second.
what are we looking at?
I think it's a Walmart box bed.
No, just wait. Look at my legs.
They're very skinny.
They're slowly moving up, bro. He got that fucking sleep number bed.
Oh, he got that old
Yeah.
people bed.
Yeah, he got that old people bed. He got that bed for when you got fucking osteoporosis.
We just got $5.
We just got $5.
Oh,
Andrea. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's fucking
Denmark.
Andrea. That's my
Denmark.
number one supporter, bro.
I already
Shout
got
out, Dre.
3 shots right here too, bro. I'm fucking ready.
But don't do 3 shots at once, bro. Not for 5.
What?
Okay, let's do it, bro.
I'm not gonna
I'll
do it.
see slit.
I'll
I'm gonna do a beer.
I'll do a full mouthful. All right.
Okay, bet. Ah.
All right. Here, let's go. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this right here, this is Mr. Ivan Milat. That was his name. All right. And
Hell yeah.
basically, I'll give you the little basic story right now. He was an outdoorsy guy, you know, and he used those skills to murder others. Let's get to
shit.
some more pictures of him. So he's a creepy looking motherfucker. Here he is, you know, in his outdoorsy get up. He got that nice hat on. You guys can't see it. Fuck you. But we're gonna get into it. Cue the music. I prepared.
Ooh, music on that shit too.
Oh yeah.
Glock loaded,
Oh, yeah.
DAC,
And more.
super chatted $9.99.
Wait, what? Glock loaded with $9.99. Oh my gosh, Denmark, we are screwed. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, we gotta do another
I'm
one?
gonna do it again.
Yeah.
That's a $10.
Yeah.
He didn't
Oh,
know we got the
after-
5, so we gotta do it again. Is that
But after that, we gotta do $20, bro. 'Cause fuck.
Oh, we will. This is gonna be a small reward.
I'll do it again. Fuck it.
Every $2?
Bro, I got a full-time job too. I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, well,
I
you're not
don't.
drinking fucking alcohol, breadstick. Okay, let's get into it. Ready? Cue the music. I'm gonna try to read this as professionally as possible. Who is
Loaded, but-
Ivan Milat? Ivan Milat was born on December 27th, 1944, the 5th of 14 children in a working-class migrant
Damn.
Yugo-Slovakian family. Bro, I've read that shit. You saw it. I'm not dyslexic. Yugo-Slovakian family in Guildford, Western Sydney, Australia. Should I read it in the Australian accent? Would that make more sense?
Yeah, do an Australian accent, bro. I fuck with that.
The Malats were notorious in the district for their tough reputation. A group that kept to itself and settled disputes with violence. As a boy, Ivan was quite the cunning. Wait. Fuck! I just hurt myself. I just... Okay, as a boy, Ivan was quite the cunning... Hey, there's a typo here, something. Quite the cunning fucking character, I guess. Teachers remembered his short temper, and his obsession with guns, other weaponry, and hunting. At home, he was often praised for being self-sufficient, out in the bush with his brothers, shooting rabbits, or fixing cars. But this bush survival knowledge would later serve him in sinister ways. Also, this was made by one of my docket members, and I think he did a great job. So everybody, shout out Shrimpy, all right? Fucking fantastic work, all right?
His only docket member, bro.
I burped. By his mid-teens, Malott was already breaking the law. First, petty theft, then carjackings, then burglaries. He was sent to juvenile detention and later served short stints in prison for armed robbery in the 1970s. That's how Denmark got that trash can, was armed robbery. He pulled out a fucking Swiss Army knife.
I pull out a gun for that shit.
No, it was a Swiss Army knife. Don't fucking lie.
Oh, I just took that shit, bro. Come on now, man.
Fuck
It's
you.
4 a.m.
Fuck you, bro. Shut the fuck up. I'm reading
Fuck
a story.
me?
I'm reading a story. Fuck you. Every time he was released, he found work within the New South Wales Road and Traffic Authority, traveling rural highways and remote campsites. This job
I thought he was in Australia.
He is. New South
Where the
Wales.
fuck is Wales?
New South Wales. Who's fucking texting?
I thought that's where fucking Nightmare was from.
My phone's blowing up.
No, that's Australia, bro. New South Wales is like a state in Australia.
I thought Wales was a country.
Yeah, but you know how, gang, you know how there's like New Jersey in America, but Jersey is like a city in England.
No,
It's the
I
same
don't
way,
pay
like,
attention to England.
Yeah.
There's 5 states in fucking Australia. It's like New South Wales. Then there's like West Australia. Then there's
Melbourne.
fuck you.
Melbourne!
Melbourne.
It's fucking Melbourne, you fucking idiot, and it's in Australia,
Yeah,
not
Melbourne.
fucking
Yeah,
England.
it's a city. It's a city. You feel me?
England
It's
is
a
my city.
Come on, bro.
But let me get back into it.
Hey, you
all
know
right?
you stay.
I gotta remember where I was.
England
I
is
fucking
my
lost
city.
my place. All right. Do you remember England is my city? It was that fucking British dude who used to hang out with Jake Paul. And it
Yeah,
was
Nick Crumpton.
Yeah, Nick
Crumpton.
Crumpton.
Yeah.
Do you remember fucking Chubbs?
I was in a group chat with him. I swear to God.
I'm not surprised. I've been in a group chat with a few random people. Dude, I was this close to being added to a chat with Chris fucking Hansen. Or at least that's what I was told. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Chris Hansen, though.
How were you that close to being in
Probably
the
was.
chat? with
Honest
Chris
to God.
Hansen?
England is my city.
Because
And if
I
you
was
know about
exposing
Sing
predators.
you know this shit. Lady.
But I forgot where
Oh,
I was.
yeah.
All right, he was sent to juvenile detention and later served short stints in prison for armed robbery in the 1970s. Every time he was released... Hold up. Every time he was released, he found work in the New South Wales Road and Traffic Authority, traveling rural highways and remote campsites. This job let him roam around with intimate knowledge of the isolated bushland and the back roads of southern Sydney, particularly the area known as Belanglo. I don't know how to say that shit. All right, Belanglo.
Fuck you.
State Forest. All right. Now, what was his violent mindset? Right. Well, friends and colleagues would later describe him as a loner. Right. You've been there, Denmark. I know you have.
100%. Yeah, always.
Yeah,
been.
100%. You're not a fucking dude in Denmark and talk like you're a fucking from Baltimore, Maryland if you're not fucking lonely, okay? All right, the influence had to come from somewhere, and it's probably online, right?
Exactly.
Wait, hold up. A loner with a dark sense of humor, okay? He was a collector of guns, knives, and military gear, boasting about his marksmanship. Several girlfriends, this dude was getting bitches, reported that he was controlling and violent. He was losing bitches. One claimed he kept a loaded rifle beside the bed and practiced tying knots for fun. Okay, that's just a basic American from what I've seen. Psychologists later theorized that Malott's psychopathy stemmed from a mix of generic predisposition, harsh family discipline, and a lifelong need for dominance and control. Dude, he'd be perfect for Booster. He showed a classic serial offender triad, antisocial behavior, lack of remorse, and a thrill in inflicting fear. This guy sounds like me. Like, what
Yo,
are we
someone
talking
just said
about?
a red dono. Someone just said a red dono. Holy fuck.
What a red dono, Twiggy.
You're a fucking idiot. Alright, that's not just any normal red dono, okay? Alright, that's a red dono from Noosa. You know what I gotta do for that?
What?
We gotta, yeah, no way we gotta fucking down another drink.
I'm looking for something. We gotta play Booty Slayer! Young Twigger!
Angelo.
Young Twigger!
Young Twigger.
Thank you,
Fucking
Snoopy.
dudes, bouncing on the left, don't even need a vibe. Yeah, bounce up and down and make it clap. Yo, it's Young Twigger, finger on the trigger. It's okay, small, but better if it's bigger. Got my boy breast sick, we out here sucking dick. Go so deep, it'll make my jaw click. Yo, that shit got me bricked up. Time to get our tricks up. Call me daddy, you little fucking slut. I'm the big bouncer, the big booty bouncer. I like working on it like a background dancer. I'm the big gay boy, wanna be a boy toy. I'm a little soy boy. Treat me like a fool, make me fucking drool. Treat me like a tool, pack my fucking stool. I'm a big player, I couldn't get gayer. I'm the booty slayer. Yo, I like it big in my mouth like a cig. I got a small dick, it's built like a fig. I'm the big twerker, I want a tear jerker. Wanna get fucked like a blue collar worker. I got lyrical flow while I'm stretching your hole. The louder you get, the deeper I go. I got 100 bodies.
Tyler Super Chatty $10. Just to get the boys lit.
Bouncing up and down like there's no tomorrow.
Yo, Twiggy, we gotta down another beer, bro. $10?
You know what's the worst part? You know what that gets us to? That
What?
gets us to $30, which means we are $20 on top of our 10 that we asked for originally, but we did that one for free for the 5, you know, it's free. So that means we actually have to down
shit.
something. That's how my logic works.
Yo. That logic is good. I fuck with it. Let me pull up another beer real
That's
quick.
good logic.
Oh,
Then we
fuck.
got to get back to the story. But before we do, my dick may be small, but my game is mighty. I'll blow a fucking hole in his
Yo,
tidy
do you
white.
want to be so honest, bro? I'm way too drunk to even know what the story is. Is that bad?
Okay, but the song goes hard, right?
This song is amazing. I have no idea what the fuck the story is, bro. Oh God, I don't.
Denmark. When I was writing this song, I was like, Denmark fucks with this shit. Like, I've heard what he listens to. All right, I heard what he listens to. I know. Okay, Denmark fucks with that shit. Cause you know there was a few diabolical songs I talked about, and you know what they were, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yo, you know about Barbecue Pistols?
No, you gotta. Anytime you find something fucking wonky, send that shit to me. All right.
Bro,
But let me.
yeah,
let
if
me
you
not
don't, if
lose
you
my
don't know
place.
about Barbecue Pistols, bro, like you're gonna get fucking.
All right,
Yo,
I've got
it's
my place.
over, bro.
All right, bro, you fucking ready? You fucking ready? Let's hear a little
We say,
bitch.
yo, let's pour it out, bro. I kind of
hold
fucked
up.
up a
Let me
little
pull
bit.
it. Let me pull it Denmark real quick. Aye, twin, like let's drink this shit, bro. We fucking down in there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yeah, you know what I'm
that's not
saying?
even how I be sounding either. No, that's how I be sounding. How fuck. Yo, yo. The thing is though, right? Like, it's not even my fault at that point, cause that's how I learned English, bro. I don't even. Yo, I'm drunk as shit. I don't be putting on no character. I don't know how to speak English otherwise.
Yo,
man.
after
It's
this
fucked.
stream, I'm gonna take advantage of him because he's drunk. All right, let's.
Oh my God! Listen. Take advantage means that there's no consent, but there's full consent, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I'm doing that, yo. I'm letting you do that shit. I ain't give a fuck. Come on, man.
This shit gay.
It's none of it.
And that's why I
I'm
like it.
just super.
All right, to the
Lolcow
booty
gay,
slayer.
bro.
To the booty slayer.
Hell yeah.
That's me.
Fuck.
All right, if I have to get any more, I gotta leave the room. But yeah, Booty Slayer was the diss track I wrote about myself. That's
You made
pretty
it this
good.
week by yourself.
Yeah. All right, let's get back into it. All right, let's turn on the other soundtrack. All right, because it's getting intense now.
I'm so fucking drunk.
By the late 1980s, By the late 1980s, Australia's backpacker culture was booming. Young travelers hitchhiked coast to coast on shoestring budgets, trusting strangers for lifts and adventure. Milot saw an opportunity. He had the vehicle, the local knowledge, and the weapons, and the need to hunt. He began picking up hitchhikers on the Hume Highway, often posing as friendly help. A few incidents hinted at his capacity for violence long before his arrest. In 1971, Milot was charged with abduction and R-word of female hitchhikers, but was released after a procedural error. Those fucking pigs are always fucking it up. Yeah, that's exactly right, dude. They should have fucked up your case, not his, right?
Thanks.
Those charges were eerily similar to later murders. Binding, threats with a gun, and an isolated bush location. Alright, but now we're getting to the Bangalow State Forest and why it was chosen. Alright?
Bangalow?
Yeah, 150 kilometers, or for you US people, 93 miles southwest of Sydney. Hidden off the Hume Highway is Bangalow State Forest. No, that's not Bangalow. I'm fucking reading that wrong. I'm dyslexic. It's Belonglo. Belonglo. I'm gonna call it Bangalow, but Bangalow sounds funnier, okay? So I'm just gonna say it. This music sucks. Back to this one. This one's better. Keemstar.
What
Yo,
the
what's
fuck
your-
are you guys doing? There's only 78 people. How are there only 78
78
people
people's
watching?
better than what we usually get, Keemstar.
That's true.
What?
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
less than 100 viewers?
Okay. Yeah,
Just
we get
quit.
less
Just
than
fucking
100
quit.
viewers. You know how many viewers were
quit.
redirected,
Hey.
Keemstar?
How many?
30?
30. Or on average,
From who?
30. From
From
Chubby.
who?
Oh, Chubby. Oh.
Chubby
Stop.
has 30 viewers?
Well, they average 50, but we keep 30 of them, and then our show grows after that. So by the time our
Oh,
stream
well,
starts, we
Chubby's
have
got to
30.
be moved then. Chubby's got to be moved then.
But no, dude,
No.
you should have seen our episode yesterday. We had to, like, we
uncomfortable.
interviewed our biggest fan. It was pretty uncomfortable.
Oh
we
my
had to
God.
I
explain
got
to him
work
that
to
he
do.
was...
I don't give a fuck, Twiggy. Go find something to do.
I have a
Go
question
find
before
something
you leave,
to do.
right?
I'm doing
never
something right
mind.
now, and I'm
Okay,
not going to
cool.
stop doing it. Oh, he
Fuck
left.
me, I guess.
I don't even get to
He's just-
confront
Like
the guy.
y'all kicked him out. I had a question for Keem, bro.
I didn't kick him out. He
Word.
left because he ain't ready for this heat, bro. I'm wearing my lucky necklace today, bro. He don't want that smoke. You know what I'm saying? He don't want that
Is
shit.
it a lightning bolt?
Yeah, it's a lightning bolt.
I had a question. I wanted to know if I fucked up with the trash can, bro. Like,
Nah, bro.
Fuck,
You don't care
man.
about the trash can. He's talking about how many viewers I have. Yo, you know what? Keemstar, I'm just gonna say it right now, bro. If I went live on my personal channel, I'd have 5 viewers. This shit right here, this shit's good. This shit's good.
y'all need some more donations. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm down to help that shit go up, but it's like, y'all are dead down bad, bro. It's so fucked.
The thing
It's
is,
been
right?
rough.
Like me and Breadstick, we have this plan together. We're going to find what people want to watch because this is a new dynamic. We lost Steak, right? So as soon as we lost Steak, you know, things went down, views went down. That's what happens. People are, you know, dedicated to a host. They're going to go to what show he goes to. So we lost 100
Facts.
viewers on average when Steak left. Not a problem, right? That happens. Me and Breadstick are trying to build this shit. We're trying to figure out what works. So we've been experimenting. All right? And
Lot of
the
experimenting.
engagement has been great. We hold the viewers, right?
Oh, we hold a lot of things, don't
The
we?
thing is, I
Okay.
held something last night. But no, it's like the thing is we're not really pushing money right now because what we need to do is we need to push, you know, content. We need to give
Yeah,
people
we need
something that's
viewers.
worth watching. So
Yeah.
that way people will know,
Thanks.
you know, hey, this show's actually good. They're actually putting in the effort. They're
Yo,
putting out a good show.
Y'all should just like steal what Lolcow Cash is doing, niggas. We're doing great. Like, nah.
Steal trash cans?
Yo, straight up. Yo, if this stream gets 100 fucking gifted right now, I'm gonna kidnap an old lady.
Yo,
Is
relax.
that
Yo,
what
I'm the
Cash
fir-
doing?
Yo, listen, I'm the first one to do a crime, and I've shown it on 2 streams before. I showed on my own. You feel me? Come on, bro. Like,
Hey.
listen.
Okay, Denmark. Let me show you a little something real quick. We're gonna divert away from the true crime real quick. We'll get back to it, but this is important.
All right, I'm interested. What's
You gonna
important?
show a crime that you did?
You will never be me, Denmark, ever.
I didn't try to be. I'll be
Ever.
honest.
Oh, we know you want to
You'll
be like
you'll
Twiggy.
never
Everybody
be on
looks
the
like Twiggy.
level that I am because there's one thing What? that I have on you that you don't have. Be like,
Oh.
Can you hear this? Can you hear that shit?
No, I can't hear. I can't hear. No.
All right, well, let me share it with you.
Yeah. Okay,
All
bet.
right, I'm gonna click watch stream.
All right, this is a stream that was done Friday or Saturday morning, technically. This is the stream where I shot right after I shot a gun in the VC. You know, my wife's on the phone.
Why the fuck
with
do
me.
I need to know this shit? I don't.
Hold up. Probably this.
Oh shit.
How am I still getting late? You know why, Keem? Because I can fucking. I don't even know.
what
How's
minute?
she gonna get not only did Rastov accidentally have, I'm wasted, by the way. Stream, right? But oh my gosh,
Shit.
Keem, what do you want?
Goddamn.
I'm doing a show.
Hey, Cash,
What's up?
you want to take a test time slot?
I would love to do that shit. 100%. Yes.
You want
do
to
that
switch to a
shit.
test?
Yes. Yes. That's the
Okay.
time slot that I want the most.
So the old time slot that you had, the 10 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, Kenny gonna be
100%.
there?
Yes. No, to like he has like a few days. He's not gonna be there, but next week or the
Is he
week
gonna be there
after
tomorrow? Is he gonna
that,
be
no,
there
he won't.
tomorrow?
He won't. It's gonna be a solo stream, but I'll make sure that it's good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make that switch because honestly, bro, Test had 250 viewers today.
Did ass?
Yeah, you had like 1,000.
No, we had 400 on the B circuit. Like, what the fuck? We had more viewers than fucking Test on the B circuit with no redirect.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
fuck
my
that.
70 viewers are better than that 400 viewers because they care about me.
Shut the fuck
all right?
up,
I'm just
Twiggy.
saying they care about me. They're loyal.
Okay. I just got the redirect to the best time slot for me. Oh my god. Yo, this stream is racing. He don't even know I stole a trash can.
It's because of me, dude. I'm good luck. I'm good luck. Look, if you come on a stream with me, all right, you have no choice but to shine, right? If you're being compared to
really.
me,
Shut the fuck out, Twiggy. Yeah, like I can't shine outside of RCU, right? Yeah,
dude,
fuck me.
I don't
This is
know
my
what-
debut, bro.
I don't know
We
what
made
point of this
Steak,
time.
we made
this-
Rastov, and now we've made you.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
true.
us go.
That's true.
Yo,
And
yo,
we made
Breadstick
Batgirl.
on-
We made Batgirl. Odyssey was the first show that Batgirl ever called into.
Boom, see?
I
Making
made fun
legends
of
here
her
on all these.
walls like I did yesterday.
Yo,
So
Y'all
we basically,
making me,
dude, and not only that, right? But one of the most talked about dramas in the LCU when Mr. Based came on, and it was like this big drama, and then he smashed a guy in the face with the fucking tripod. I was behind all of that.
That's who your
I
mama
got
looks
Mr.
like.
Right.
Based
Mr.
on.
Based.
I got Mr. Based to go outside to confront the journalist. He got hit in the face. The journalist got hit in the face with the tripod. That was all me. So if you think about it, right? I'm basically responsible for the whole LCU. Let's be honest. If that wouldn't have happened, who knows where the show would have been today, right? And
You're lying.
and with the fat camp stuff, Wings, made a mistake, right? And maybe it wouldn't have been a big deal. Who knows? But when I released that video, or when I gave that video to Keemstar and he released it, he's the snake. Remember that Wings of Redemption? That blew it out. That blew it up out of proportion. All right, and that got the
Yo.
LCU a lot of views. I still
Check
see that video
announcements
on the
right now.
covers today.
Check announcements right now. This Keemstar said Cash has been outperforming Test every morning with views. So Cash is coming to A circuit and Test is moving to B. Holy shit!
Bro, you know how fucking pissed Nightmare's gonna be? Yo, somebody sends $20 right now. I'm playing the Nightmare diss track right now. All right. I don't even fucking care. Fuck whatever we were talking about. Look, what we were talking about is I shot a gun in BC and Keemstar was there. That's pretty much all you need to know. So if I ever get in trouble for about it, Keemstar allowed it to happen, right? But so that's all you need to know about that. True crime. Let's get back into it, right? But $20 and I will immediately play the Nightmare diss track. again.
Yo, I can't
All right?
believe, bro.
'Cause
How
he's moving
does
the
this
P
happen
circuit.
while I'm on the Austin fucking channel, bro? What the fuck going
and
on?
what needs to happen on top of that, right, is Keemstar, yo little bitch ass. Okay, Glammy talks shit about you, so I get to too. Plus, I talked shit about you before Glammy did. I've always referred to you like this, okay? But you need to start hyping us up a little bit, because we got personality, we got fucking energy, and we're not manic, all right? We're not going crazy, and we're not talking about fucking gooner shit, okay? We're actually putting fucking thought and energy into. Energy sounds so fucking gay. Anytime somebody says I'm putting energy into something, I'm like, that guy right there, that guy fucks dudes. But no, we're putting thought and fucking effort into the
Energy,
shows we're
apparently.
doing. Right, Breadstick. We're putting a lot of work into this shit. Exactly. All right. So we need you to hype us up a little bit. You know, talk about how good our shit actually is.
Facts.
Even if you
Oh,
gotta
God,
lie.
bro. Yo,
Even if you gotta lie, that's your job.
Look, someone in chat said Denmark solo took test. They're not lying, bro. Me solo took out test. That's no key a fucking flex, bro. Because we've been at war with test for a minute.
Give it here,
Yo,
buddy.
don't do that.
Give it here. High five.
Yo, I ain't gonna like. Listen, man. Do you guys? Yo, okay, Twicky, be honest with me real quick, bro. Because I'm drunk and I want someone's honest opinion on me, and I do respect you more out of probably anyone in the LCU. So I want your honest opinion on me real quick.
Bro,
Fuck the dick sucking
bullshit,
shit.
bro. You are drunk.
Yo, listen, I am drunk, but I want your honest opinion on me and shit. It's like, listen, when I sober up, I'm gonna remember it. You get what I mean? It's like, fuck what, like, listen, any criticism you got towards me is cool. You feel me? I ain't
I'll
gonna
be the
look at you
first to
differently.
do it.
Hell
But
yeah.
here's the thing, right? You know what makes you different from like a lot of the other hosts in the LCU?
What's up?
You come in here and you're yourself. All right, you're the same person that you were when you started doing this. A lot of other people have let it inflate their ego. Now, I guess a thing that does kind of, a little bit of context. You had an ego when you came into this shit. That's why people liked you so much. You came in like you're better than everybody, right?
Yeah,
but it's
true.
clearly for entertainment. People have gotten to see the human side of you. But also, you're not treating people like they're fucking dollar signs. And that's an issue that, other shows have, not Test necessarily, right? But other shows do have that issue. They're treating people like dollar signs. I think the issue Test has is, there's a little bit of confidence that's there that was necessary at one time, are not necessary, but it was justified at one time. They were doing pretty well. But now there's a sense of entitlement, I guess, that comes with that, because they're not doing as good as they did. It's the same with, Buff was talking about how he wasn't making enough money. He had to go out and get a real job, bro. What's wrong with fucking working a real job? Right? Why are you talking about it like it's a bad thing? All the people who are supporting you and lining your pockets, they work real jobs. That's how you make your money, is by people who work real jobs. So why are you going to go out and complain that you got to go get a fucking job, you fucking bum, right?
Thanks. I just want to say before you continue, the bed is sliding, by the way. I just looked because it looked crazy in the fucking camera. It looks like I literally shit everywhere. I promise y'all, this it's the lighting. You feel me? Don't worry. Let me fix this shit real quick. There's no shit on the
Nah, that
fucking
shit's
bed.
sweaty
It's
as
all good.
fuck. That shit's sweaty
No,
as
it's
fuck.
not.
No,
it's really
no,
not like
when you
that.
put it straight, I
Gang,
watched the
listen,
whole
look,
color
the thing
change,
is,
bro.
look,
Nah.
it looks brown here, but when I pull it up, it's white, right?
Yeah,
Like,
because
all
you're
due
pulling up
respect.
the white part and you're oh!
Covering up the brown part, man.
That shit wild, bro. That's what my sheets look
Okay,
like
so
after I worked on a car,
I
bro.
sweat a little bit. Okay, my bad. Fuck you, bro. Okay, I'll get it changed
bro.
right now.
Nah, bro. I better see that shit on Cafe tomorrow morning. Denmark, don't wash his sheets, bro. Them shit got fucking crabs. All right?
But still, I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
I don't really be washing my
Bro,
sheets. I
bro,
didn't know. I didn't know it was that
he's growing
like,
more
noticeable.
fucking bacteria in them sheets than fucking labs are, bro, for fucking scientific research. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll change the sheets by tomorrow, bro. I'd hop off my dick.
Yeah, but no, you gotta do it for a goal, though. You know what I'm saying? This is the LCU, baby. You gotta do that shit for
I
a
love
fucking
that.
goal.
Yes, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yo,
a
guys,
goal. Yo, I did. The
if
thing
we
is,
get a-
I didn't
if we
know it was
get-
that noticeable on camera, bro. But then I pulled it out. It was low key like,
Alright,
yo,
guys.
I thought the camera was just lying.
Look,
Fuck
Denmark.
me.
Me and you, we're very like, out there people, bro. We can talk for
Yeah.
hours, right? But Breadstick is a polite guy. We got to give Breadstick a chance to talk. because Breadstick's
fuck
not
with
going to
that.
interrupt.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys. You were
Yeah.
having a good time, man.
Breadstick's not going to interrupt, but Breadstick, I need you to interrupt. Breadstick, I don't know if you know this, right? But anytime we're live, if you tell me to shut the fuck up, I'm going to respect it.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Unless I'm on a,
When?
if I'm on like a, if I'm talking about something I'm fucking passionate about, if I'm making a fucking
No,
point,
if I tell
no,
you
I'm
to
not.
shut the fuck up, you're gonna tell me to shut the fuck up, or you're gonna do what everybody else does.
Nah,
and drag me out of
Breadstick.
the
All right.
fucking
Here's what we're gonna
conversation.
do. I'm gonna talk to Denmark real quick. All right.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna look, chat. If this gets to the end of the stream and we don't cover the true crime shit, I'm gonna finish it before I end the stream. All right. We're gonna get to the end of it. All right.
That
Don't
is-
worry
you
about
have
that.
You have no
Wife,
one to
that's
redirect
the
to, bro.
only
You
person
chilling,
Yeah, that's
so
what
it's
I'm
cool,
saying.
bro.
But Bryce, I'm gonna talk to Denmark. Whenever you feel like it, tell me to shut the fuck up and do it however aggressively you want, right? All right, Denmark, right?
Fuck up.
Mhm.
Twiggy, shut the fuck up. Shut up, motherfucker. Shh. I'm the one who fucks.
All right, listen here, you fucking. Yeah.
He said the N word. No.
Wait, what word did I say?
It don't matter. You said net.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But
Damn.
no, what word do you think I said?
Bro,
All
come
right?
on. You could have
No, what
put out
word-
the
what
censor
word do
sound
you-
effect.
What
right?
word do
Come
you
on.
think I said? Be honest.
Ninja.
Ninja? Let's see. Let's check what the survey says. That is incorrect.
Bro, yo.
All right, let's go with Denmark. Denmark. What word did I say?
Yo, you dead said the hara.
All right, check with the survey. Survey says you are. I added a little stuff to my soundboard today. I've been having fun. All right, I also got this one.
I love that one.
Just in case I need it. I'm saving that one for
I
emergency.
can't believe I got back on the A circuit after just like dominated the B circuit. Can we talk about it for a second?
I love the B circuit because like this is the first time This is the first time Keem's ever talked about my numbers, bro. Yeah, I got 71 viewers. What about it, bro? Like,
bro, do
what
I
about
really
it?
got clout? Do I really? Yo, think about it for a second, cause he didn't care until I went on here. You feel me? Yo, and then he comes up, he's like, "You want to come back on the A circuit? You're outperforming them on numbers." Okay, I can do that. That's not a problem.
Denmark, you are not to sound like a glazer, because that's what it's gonna sound like to the viewers, but they don't know. Me and you, we're friends, bro. Like, and
Yeah, I fuck with you,
I
bro.
don't really go around making friends in the LCU. You know what I'm saying? Well, viewers, yeah, but hosts,
sure.
you know, it's a little, you know, because sometimes I gotta shit on people, and sometimes people take that personally
lie.
when it's not personal. It's just, you know, that's how the shit works.
Yeah,
But,
how it be.
Unapologetically yourself, right? Some people try to put on an act, right? You're just a fucking retard. All right, you're into some brain rot shit.
Oh,
bro. You got
relax,
some
relax.
weird
Your
culture.
retard is crazy.
Yeah, you
Come
are,
on, man.
You're a retard. But we're all a little retarded, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
that's true,
Breadstick?
bro. You know, like.
Oh hell yeah! Except for Yo Mama, he's a lot of retarded, but
Yeah. Well, Yo Mama looks like he gives good head. I don't know, bro. I'm just saying.
dude, he makes Brewster look smart though, man.
Booster is smart though.
You think Booster's
Yo,
playing us all?
Twiggy,
No, I've talked
all
to
due
Booster.
respect.
Booster's smart. All due respect.
Hello, yo,
you don't
listen.
even know what all due respect means because you say that shit all the time. Like every time you're about to drop a word or a sentence, you're like, "Well, all due respect." And then you say something that it's not even disrespectful, bro. Like,
I'm learning, bro. I'm learning English as I'm in the LSU, bro.
nah,
Y'all
bro.
can't-
You're
y'all
like,
can't
you're
fuck
like,
with that.
you're like, no offense. I like macaroni and cheese, bro. Like nobody, like if you're offended, by, like you know what I'm saying, like. That shit's retarded, bro. All due respect, bro. All due respect, bro. Like, you know, like I be taking shit sometime. Like, don't we all? Like, where's the
Dude, so there's some things that I don't think you completely understand the American meaning. Like when you say geeked and stuff, to me that that has a different connotation.
Well, you also
we
sold
can geek
drugs.
you off of drugs. Yeah.
And did drugs, so it's a little different. Yo, I gotta pee. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, it's cool.
right there,
It's cool.
dude.
Don't
got
worry,
your
bro.
pins on,
Don't
didn't
worry.
you?
Watch this stream. I got a good way to do this.
You
Now
don't have
it's
a
just you
P
guys
cam,
on
right?
screen.
Oh shit. Yo, Twiggy, I ain't gonna lie. I got a pee too. Nah, I'm playing. Real shit though, bro.
Chair for it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yo, I do have the I got a trash can too, bro. I'll pee in that
you
bitch
pee
right
in
now,
your
bro.
trash
It don't
can,
matter. Yeah, you feeling like that's a good idea, shit. I'm surprised, yo. I haven't gotten a single hate comment this entire Austin stream, bro. Neither have you.
Our chat's pretty cool, man. They just
Yeah, our chat don't hate on us. I ain't put my wiener up to pee yet, so I'm still here.
Shit.
Wait,
do you have the headset on?
Yeah.
Yo, Twiggy, you and me, we should.
out the window?
Yo, the thing is, yo, Twiggy, you and me, we should do more private calls, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, bro,
All due
anytime
respect.
you want to talk, just fucking call me. That's how that shit works.
Shit.
Oh, you'll actually answer
I'm gonna start doing that, bro.
You don't
Listen, on
fucking
top of
call
that,
me, breadstick. You call me, I'll answer that shit too.
I told you yesterday I
Yo.
was gonna call you, and you said you were too goddamn busy.
Bro, I was fucking under a car.
I was having a crisis.
You ate a fucking
yeah.
edible that made your tongue numb. It's not a crisis.
Bro. I was fucked up, man.
I understand that, but that's not a crisis. Bro, my dick, it literally just grew an inch because the pressure of the urine is pushing it out, bro. I gotta go pee.
Okay, yo, he slept the PC. What the fuck? Go piss, gang. What the fuck we doing? Bro, I really gotta go piss too. I'm waiting for Twiggy to come back, because I really actually have to piss as well. I'm down like way too many. Fuck you, Twiggy. Come on, bro. Yo. I can't, bro. You know what? Fuck you, breadstick. You're gonna do this shit solo, gang. What about
I'll
it?
rub my nipples the whole goddamn time.
Dead ass?
Yeah.
I have to piss, gang. I ain't gonna lie. At least get some content for the stream, bro. We got like 18 minutes left, gang. Yeah, do something.
All right, I'll figure something out. Get him out of the fucking room. Okay, honestly, now that he's gone, Denmark looks like a chick. Like, if he was in prison, I would 100% fuck that dude. If I had to and I was doing a long period of time, I would fuck Denmark. 100%. From the back, female. 100% female. I think that's what Yo Mama likes about him too. It's crazy, but yes. Definitely a female. With thin legs, and he's tall. Got that nice little butt on him. Ugh. I'd like to choke him. I bet he likes that. Tie him to the bed. Just do terrible, terrible things to him. I wonder what Denmark's into.
Oh, he's a BDSM guy, 100%.
Yeah, I would fuck the dog shit out of him,
Oh,
dude.
me too, bro.
No, when he comes back, ask him to stand up and turn around and tell me he don't look like a chick from the back.
Look, usually us twinks don't really, we don't really, you know.
I don't think you can say that word.
I can.
Why?
Because I am one. But usually us twinks, we don't really, you know, we don't really fuck with each other like that, right? But I think me and fucking Denmark can get it.
Oh yeah, but watch when he comes here.
Nah, but I'm just.
You gotta have him turn around.
Breadstick. I'm being
Oh my god! I just had an idea,
I'm
Twiggy.
being completely honest though, breadstick. Like I would fuck the shit out of him, bro. Like
100%.
Like literally, his arms are tied
out of
to the
who?
ceiling,
Out of
and I'm
who?
just
Hey, stand up
fucking
and give
him,
us
bro.
the girl, then,
And the whole time he's gonna be like, yes, twin, yes, twin, yes, twin.
Oh, twin!
Yo, I go out and pee for like 2 minutes. You're talking about fucking me on stream. What the fuck?
Yo, Brett, what's going on with his hairline, breadstick? You see that shit? That shit was wild. People in the chat always talk about my hairline, bro. My hairline's
Yeah,
fine.
don't put attention on mine. Don't put attention on mine. Listen, we got another beer. Yo, listen.
Yo, you look
another
like the
$5
butler.
on stream.
Is that no duel?
Wait, oh, give me a second. First of all, how much money have you made on stream so far? Because you
All
got
right,
like 60
so
minutes.
dude, we're doing pretty good. We're in one of the highest earning shows in the LCU right now. We are at $30.
Oh yeah.
Yo, guys.
Yo, nobody knows we're here.
It's true.
I mean,
I don't care,
Keemstar
because,
literally
like,
joined
dude,
this show
no,
and gave me a bit of time on the A circuit, bro.
Think about this shit though, right? Like Mr. Dixon Butts, codename Chris, Nusu. These are people who are here every night. We got the same people every night, and then we see a few more every night, right?
Yep.
These are people who know that we're going live and show up. Other than that, nobody talks about us, right? Even Batgirl, until this week, thought Ozzy was canceled. She didn't know the show was even still going. Right?
The other night,
if hosts
Boogie
don't know
didn't
that
even
we're
know
going,
I was a fucking host, dude.
yeah, if hosts don't know we're going, right? How are the viewers supposed to know, right? We don't get any. We don't get any fucking attention. You know how much work I have to do. I'm about to come out with some shit, bro. Like that I haven't said publicly on streams, bro. To get ourselves even talked about, I had to make a fake document about Boogie shoving a bitch down the stairs, right? And like clearly it was fake. I had to make sure that people knew it was fake because if not,
fake.
I made that shit right before the stream.
It took him like.
I thought it was real. What the fuck?
No, I made that shit. Even Boogie didn't know, bro. I've been writing these diss tracks. I made Booty Slayer. Like I'm doing everything I can to get this show a little bit of attention, right? And it's not even because like, dude, I am perfectly happy streaming to whoever wants to watch, right? If you want to watch, that's fine with me, right? I'm not doing this for the same reason a lot of people are doing it, right? Like I make money. I don't want any kind of notoriety.
Shut the fuck up for a second. I gotta say something because Nusu just said that Keem didn't know this show existed. Keem didn't know who the fuck I was.
It's true.
Like I was in. Yeah, no, they didn't know I existed. Boogie just found out. What day was it? I jumped on live.
Was
that yesterday?
It was a week.
2 days ago. Yeah, Boogie had no idea I fucking existed.
And me neither, bro. He don't even know who I am, bro. It's fucked up.
Dude, Andrea says Lisi came up analyzing it. Yeah, she did. That was a shock to me. The fact that she was like, okay, some of this looks legit. I'm so thankful you could, even though ChatGPT is not supposed to help you, like, make legal documents. If you talk to it right, it was for a script. It was a prop. If you talk to it right, you can make shit work. And look, I know this may add to the a reputation that I'm a liar. I didn't think anybody was gonna believe it. I made the state seal a gray,
The fact that Lisi came up and analyzed it, bro, on a serious level, and she said, "This could be real." That's insane.
No, but
even that made it seem like that shit was right.
Fault. And the reason the chat even believed it is my fault, right? Because I never really showed the document full screen. All right.
Yep.
I only showed portions of it because all the parts that would prove that it's not real, I didn't want to show on screen. But that was my goal, was to like I fucked up. Right?
Can I ask an honest question, Twiggy?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did Scooter and them know it wasn't real when they were going over it? Because they
went over it? Oh my god.
Yeah, they had the full document.
No, this is the first time I'm saying it's not real. Nobody else knew.
Bro, Twiggy, you're too smart for the LCU, bro.
I never told anybody. But no, like the thing is, right, at first I didn't want people to believe it, right? I just thought it would be funny to come out with it. But then I was like, if I don't show like the header of it, it kind of looks legit. I wasn't expecting Lisi to come up. I wasn't expecting fucking Scooter to come up, right? Did Scooter even come up? I don't remember.
That gray spot should have had a state seal on it.
Yeah, that gray spot should have had a state seal on it. There was no state seal. It just had state seal, and then it's a gray circle. All right.
Yeah, nobody caught it, so I was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't tell a single soul. All right. Like, I don't know. I break the rules a little. yesterday I didn't even get approval to do the show. I kind of just like hope they would not notice that I didn't put in a
I haven't gotten an approval for a whole week. I just got an e-cigarette spot. Stop playing with me.
No, but for real, dude, the guy we interviewed is banned from most YouTube channels. He's banned from the Discord.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
JC Johnson is
informed
bad.
Yeah, and we had to do that shit in a private call, so it was a stream outside of live on air.
Yeah, it was different.
It was different, but it was good content, all right? Who cares how much money it made? That shit doesn't matter. People loved it. I loved it.
Guys,
Breadstick did not
listen.
love it.
I didn't.
But yo, if we get another 10 members this stream, I'm gonna down a beer and hop in my
What do
my
you mean
trash can.
Another
That's
10
where I'm.
members. We haven't even gotten a single member.
We got
Guys,
some last time,
give someone give 10 members like,
Where's
and I'll
King
literally hop in the
Scott?
trash bag, bro. I'll literally hop in the trash can that we got behind us. I'll open it up fully and I'll hop in it. While like after I've done a whole beer, on God I will. Fuck you talking
Can we
about?
see the inside of the trash can? Like how full
it's-
is it?
It's not super full, but they got two trash bags
Yo.
in it, and it smells really bad.
Denmark, you need to throw up in that trash can before you jump in it.
I mean, I got a trash can next to me, so if I ever have to throw up or me drinking,
Bro,
I don't have
you
to
know
go to
what's
the
funny?
toilet no more.
Like I stole a trash can very similar, way nicer, honestly. You guys got shitty trash cans. I stole mine from
yeah,
I
we
didn't
got shit
steal it.
motherfuckers.
I was given mine from a restaurant, big ass trash can, right? Big, like it's nice. I didn't know what to do with it. I just kept it outside beside the pool at my old house, and my parents used that trash can in their kitchen today. Like we have family get-togethers. It is the most useful thing. It's a big ass trash can. So we always have family get-togethers at my parents' house. That dude, that shit came in handy. Also, I have a full collection of traffic cones. Like up to the big barrel.
I was
ones,
bringing
bro.
one back home, bro, but it was too heavy, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just take a trash can instead.
Dude, I have a dozen of them bitches, bro. Like I'm not gonna say the details on it because I can't, because some of them I can't say what names are. No, I can't talk about it, okay? But I have a good amount of traffic cones, okay? That's all you need to know.
I fuck with that. Yo, all I wanna say is the first day I commit a crime on the LCU, I get on the A circuit, bro. Like, let's just talk about that for a second.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, Breadstick, we need to make some moves.
Yeah? What are our moves? What are we doing here? What's
I
our
don't
goal?
know, dude. Dude, I don't know. I think we need to incite World War III.
Yo,
I
okay,
am
relax.
down.
Yo, what do you mean I'm down, bro? Y'all trying to like bomb people and nuke them?
No,
We're not Scooter, bro.
No. We just provoke another country into having conflict with the U.S., right? But it's a country
Oh, that's
that
true.
has,
Okay, I can fuck with that because like it's
Yeah,
like an easy win.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So-
because the U.S. is gonna win, obviously. Like, dude, if your people went to war with my people, bro, your people wouldn't exist anymore. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, nah, we fucked. I ain't gonna lie, like, yo, how's that even an argument, bro? Yo, go after Estonia, bro. Estonia, they fucked in the head. Oh
Is that a real
God.
place?
They got good music that comes
Yes,
out.
I knew
Where's
two bitches in Estonia, bro. It's like right next to Russia.
I don't think it's a real
who's the
place.
dude? He does music with like Baby No Money and them.
Rasputin?
He's from Estonia.
Yeah, Rastov is from Estonia, bro. Fuck that dude, gang.
No. Here's the
Rastov's
thing,
from
right?
Estonia?
Dude.
I thought Rastov
Rastov's-
was from New
No,
Zealand.
Rastov's fans take things so seriously. I love Rastov. Good friend, right? But I made
That's
up
gang.
I did this whole stream about how Rastov is a Soviet spy and that like he's wearing a fat suit. He did the whole stream about him like he's the world record holder for like the most jumping jacks done in a minute. And to like, not blow his cover when he did jumping jacks on stream, he hurt himself within the first 2 jumping jacks, right? I had this
Oh,
whole story.
shit.
I had this whole story because he did hurt himself. I had a whole backstory about how he's a Russian spy and all of this, and I had people telling me that they were unsubscribing, that they were they were never going to support the show again. Some people who had supported the show, right? They would never support the show again because I was trying to ruin his reputation. Because I said he was a Russian
For being
spy.
a Russian spy, yo, stop
Yes.
playing, bro. Come
No,
on.
I'm
It's like one of the things
serious.
where it's like, yo, y'all should know it's a fucking troll. There's no way, yo. Did I ask?
I'm serious, dude.
I don't know
100%.
though.
And the thing is, like,
Twiggy-
my next stream after that was going to be about how Keemstar's from Iran. And I couldn't even get away with it.
He kind of
because
looks like it.
I could have
No, he-
easily made fake proof that he was from Iran.
Put a turban on him.
Bro,
I mean,
is
that's the
actually,
easy
like,
way
the
to do
most
it.
gay shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry, bro. That's some gay shit.
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
Like,
that
deadass.
no, literally, like that. We got fucked after that, and it's so wild.
Epstein
it was
Island,
like-
I think, is what really fucked us.
Epstein Island did not help when we talked about Epstein.
After that
help.
stream, the views went down.
Oh yeah, we went from.
I'm gonna jump
400
on nuts
to-
after this, by the way, bro. Like, just to drink.
Oh, that's
Because I've
not
seen
gay.
the drinking.
Oh, you're gonna
I
go
go
on
like, when
You're
we
gonna
end the
bounce
stream,
it
I have my
down.
nuts
You're gonna
bumping.
have them balls bouncing. You know what I'm saying? Them nuts
Yeah.
bouncing.
Bro, yeah, I'm gonna do it on Aussie first, bro. Stop
It's
playing,
funny
bruh. Come on.
because if you don't show your face, it's like, oh, look at this poor anorexic woman.
I shut the fuck up, bro.
Aw,
Well, it's,
poor
hey,
lady.
you know, there's a good chance that Eugenia Cooney's gonna be off the internet soon. So you got a spot, dog.
Yo, listen. Should I leave right now? So y'all got 4 minutes left between you and like breadsticks, so I can go up and say hi to the kid behind the camera.
No, go up there and tell him to get his ass over here because his boys miss him. All right.
Yeah.
You're right. I fuck with
Yeah.
that kid. Let me hop on real quick.
Tell him
bro.
that I'm having a mental breakdown and that I requested him,
Yeah.
and then I'll just he'll
I
show
bet
up and I'll
that.
be like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
All right,
Oh,
breadstick.
shit.
We got this true crime thing to finish. You don't have to stay for all of it because I know you got you
I was gonna
can't.
say, can you do it in like 3 minutes, man?
I'm gonna try, but whatever I can't get done in that time, you know.
Hey, can I do a brief explanation?
If you know what's going on,
Okay,
yeah.
so Ivan Milat was a truck driver that lived with his mom, and he would like kidnap hitchhikers, and I think he would fucking kill them if I remember right. And eventually they caught him driving his truck and fucking and killing people.
Maybe.
Pretty sure that's what
I
happened.
don't think that's it, but maybe. I don't know. I haven't read the story yet. Or have I? Maybe. Let's get into it because Mike's not going to hop down here. He doesn't care about us anymore. All right, so guys, if you remember, we were talking about how he was an outdoorsy kind of guy. He grew up hunting. He grew up being, doing a little bit of bushcraft, that kind of thing. Bushcraft, if you don't know, is where you can go out into the woods and basically craft whatever you need. If you need a shelter, you can craft the shelter. If you need a fire, you can craft the fire. If you need tools, you can craft the tools. All right? But he was very outdoorsy. He's very skilled when it came to that. And he also knew the area that he was, hunting people in very well, right?
Isn't Australia like a desert?
Not all of it, no.
Oh, I always thought it was all like desert.
Nope, no, sir. No, sir. They have the outback, they have other areas, but not all of Australia is a desert.
Do they have Outback
so,
Steakhouse?
Let's get back. I don't think so, actually. But remember, all right. So we're talking about why the state forest, hence wood, is where he chose to find his victims. So 150 kilometers or 93 miles southwest of Sydney. Let me get back to the music. The music helps. Southwest of Sydney, hidden in the Hume Highway is Belanglo, I don't know how to fucking say that shit, State Forest. A public-owned 3,800-acre expanse of pine plantations, dirt fire trails, and recreational zones. In the day, it looks ordinary. Logging sounds, crews and equipment, campers, and distant sounds of chainsaws. But at night, that changes. It feels unnerving and off-putting, excuse me. The forest is said to swallow sound and any moonlight. It is often referred to as Australia's version of the Appalachian Mountains. It's known as the kind of place where you could scream and no one would hear you.
That's hot.
Malat knew the forest intimately. Through his roadwork job, he spent years mapping back roads, surveying rest areas, and learning which tracks dead-ended into silence. Belanglo, or however it's pronounced, fuck you, was ideal. You know, it had, remote yet easily accessible areas. Crisscrossed by fire trails and hit tire tracks.
Hey, Twiggy?
Yeah?
How much is left?
A good amount.
Oh, are you gonna do the whole thing?
The whole thing?
Like, even after I leave? After I leave?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, because I want to listen to it tomorrow. But I actually gotta get going, so I'll wake up for work in the morning, dog.
Dude, I understand. And like anybody who like tries to say anything, dude, we go from 11 to 1. That's our time slot.
Yeah, I feel bad though, because you put in a lot of extra time, man.
Dude,
You're always staying up. You don't fucking sleep, dude.
I'm here to like grind and get this shit going, dude.
Well, I don't think people truly understand the effort that you put in though.
Here's the thing.
Like,
I with my job, I can get away with, showing up a few minutes late, right?
Yeah.
I don't work at a hospital. It's a little different.
Yeah. I guess I get that.
So
now you're gonna have everybody questioning what the fuck I do for work.
No, leave it at that. You work at a hospital. Yep. That's all they need to know. All right?
Yep, I'm a professional.
Yeah, you're a professional. You're good at what you do.
Yeah, all right, Twiggy. Well, you have a good night, man.
You as well, brother.
All right. Peace out. Peace out. I will talk to you later today.
As well. My bestie.
Hell yeah, man. And Keemstar, we'll get this figured out. You just wait. We are going to save the LTU.
Nah. The thing is, right? If Keem wanted us to grow, anything other than organically, because we're growing organically. We're growing faster than your average YouTube channel grows, right? If he wanted it to be anything other than that, he would give us a hand. But we don't need it. We can do this on our own.
Yeah, he knows we don't.
Will we get shut down before we would naturally be able to grow this? That's the question.
No, we won't.
It's up to him.
I have faith.
We got absolutely no say in it.
Nah, he loves us. He doesn't even know who the fuck we are, but
does he? I don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so too, but apparently he didn't even know who you were. And I haven't heard anything positive from him.
Except for your STD results, but...
Well, to be fair, that's only because, he had to be there because he's the one who gave it to me. But you have a great night, Breadstick.
You too, man. Have a good one, Twiggy.
Of course. Peace out, brother.
Yeah, peace out, man.
Goodbye now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to try to find where we were at, all right? Blah, 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 in the day it looks ordinary. Oh, fuck, I fucked up my whole setup here. Apologies. You guys didn't see that, but it fucked up everything for me. Unnerving, blah, 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 blah. All right, okay, I know where to start. Music. Cue the music. There we go. All right. Malat knew the forest intimately. Through his roadworks job, he'd spent years mapping back roads, surveying rest areas, and learning which tracks dead-ended into silence. Blanco was ideal. It was remote yet accessible. Crisscross fire trails, which made it, not easy to navigate to people who weren't used to the area. And it was dense enough to conceal bodies.
Cool to crabs, crab
he
emoji,
could drive in unseen,
palm tree
commit
emoji,
unspeakable
super
acts, and
chatted
be back in
$20.
suburban Sydney by dawn. Nobody would know anything. But it didn't really last too long because there was a little bit of a discovery, something that didn't go his way. On the 19th of September 1992, two men jogging through the forest made the first discovery. Bones protruding from the ground near a fire trail. The remains belonged to Joanne Walters and Caroline Clark, two British backpackers who had vanished 5 months earlier. Forensics revealed that there was a combination of stabbing and shooting, a signature blend of brutality that baffled detectives. And if you want to Google the name Joanne Walters and Caroline Clark, related to this incident in Australia, related to the backpacker killings, you can find the images of them. I unfortunately did not have them prepared. I apologize. Or I did have them prepared. I just, them shits didn't work in OBS. The file format was weird. Don't ask questions, okay? Please combine the surrounding terrain. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Police combed the surrounding terrain and found spent .22 caliber shells, bullet-riddled tree trunks, and makeshift campsites. Hundreds of officers searched the forest meter by meter, uncovering more graves. What they found confirmed Belanglo, or however the fuck you pronounce this state forest, was not the scene of one murder. It was a cemetery for at least 7 victims. One thing that is not confirmed is, there's 7 confirmed victims, right? But there's more than 100 that were, theorized to be his victims. It was massive, right? Easily one of the most prolific serial killers in Australia. Out of all of them, I think the max I've seen is anywhere from 13 to 20 victims that were even suspected, right? But with our boy, Ivan, there was, 7 I think it was 7 confirmed. So he's one of, the lower in the confirmed victim rate, but over 100 that are theorized to be connected to him. So let's get back into it, right? Between 1989 and 1992, young travelers vanished while hitchhiking along Australia's Hume Highway. At first, no one connected the disappearances. Hitchhiking was commonplace in Australia at the time. People went off the grid for weeks. But as the list of bodies grew, detectives realized these were not isolated tragedies. They were the work of one person. Deborah Everest, 19 years old, and James Gibson, also 19 years old, disappeared in December 1989 en route to an environmental rally. I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound like something I'd be interested in going to. Simone Schmidt. Dude, these are the hardest names to pronounce, and it's Australia. All right. This isn't normal for Australia. Simone Schmidt. Fuck that, bro. She was 21 years old. She disappeared in January 1991. She was a German backpacker last seen leaving Sydney. She was tied, gagged, and stabbed. Oh my gosh. And left to decay under branches. This is awkward. And of course, to make it worse, after we just heard about that, the next name is even harder to pronounce. I'm gonna try. Gabor Nagwabor. I hope that's right. 21 years old, and Anja Habshid, 20 years old, disappeared December 1991. They were a German couple headed for Adelaide. Gabor shot 6 times, and Anja decapitated, with her skull never recovered. Holy shit, the dude took her fucking head. My gosh. Joanne Walters, 22 years old, and Caroline Clark, 21 years old, disappeared in 1992 in April. They were British travelers shot and stabbed. Caroline used for target practice 10 bullets to the head. And at every site, ropes, bindings, and 22 caliber bullet shells. But you know, officials thought there was some kind of ritual involved. Mulat stalked hitchhikers, offering a ride in his Nissan Ute. But once inside, he'd pull a gun and drive them into the bush. He bound them, humiliated them, and executed them slowly. Forensic analysis suggested that he sometimes prolonged the killings. I have acid reflux, forgive me. Firing from multiple angles to savor the fear inflicted. Even before he was caught, Malat left a breadcrumb trail. Victims' belongings appearing in the Sydney suburbs. Sydney suburbs. So this was happening in a rural area in a state state forest in Australia. So being in the suburbs, that would be not too close. I'm gonna cue the music again. By 1993, Task Force Air had been investigating for thousands of hours. Then came a miracle. A man named Paul Onions, close to Paul Bunyan, not the same guy, a British backpacker, phoned Australian police from London. He told them that 3 years earlier in 1990, he'd accepted a ride from a man on the Hume Highway who pulled a gun on him near Mittagong, New South Wales. Onions escaped by sprinting into traffic and flagging down other cars for help. He remembered that the man... guys, you have to forgive me. I struggle reading. He remembered the man's name from small talk. It was Bill. When investigators showed him a photo lineup, he pointed immediately at Ivan Milat. Detectives quietly built their case. Surveillance teams shadowed Milat's every move, noting his weapons, vehicles, and behaviors. Warrants were issued, and on May 22nd, 1994, heavily armed police raided his home in Eagle Vale, Sydney. Inside, they found the same .22 caliber rifle used in the killings, victims' backpacks, cameras, and clothing, ropes, knives, and spent ammunition matching the shell casings from the the National Forest, excuse me. This ordinary road worker had turned his house into a trophy cabinet. Milat was calm when officers told him he was under arrest. He smiled and said, "You've got the wrong man." So now let's get to the trial and conviction. The trial began in 1996, lasting 5 months. One of the most publicized in Australian history. Prosecutors presented overwhelming evidence, ballistic matches, forensic links, and survivor testimony. Milat sacked his lawyers and tried to cross-examine witnesses himself, taunting victims, families in the process. On July 27, 1996, after 3 days of deliberation, the jury returned the verdict: guilty on 7 counts of murder. Justice David Hunt sentenced him to 7 consecutive life sentences, plus 18 years with no possibility of parole. As he was led away, reporters asked if he had anything to say. He said nothing and smirked. So now, I guess to finish things out, let's get into the mind of Ivan, right? Forensic psychologists labeled him a psychopath a psychopathic sadist. He killed not out of necessity or revenge, but to dominate his victims' youth. Trust and forgiveness gave... Dude, I can't fucking read. Let me try that again. Keem, if you're watching this, click off, bro. This ain't the show for you, bro. This is for a select group of people. All right? He killed not out of necessity or revenge, but to dominate. His victim youth, trust, and foreignness gave him control. Their fear gave him satisfaction. His behavioral traits, right? Manipulative. He was charming when it suited him. Methodical. Planned every abduction with precision. Remorseless. Refused to acknowledge guilt even on his deathbed. And then the collective influence. Members of his family later admitted they'd found suspicious items, but were too afraid or loyal to him to question him. Every decision, from where he buried his victims to how he maintained his innocence, stemmed from control. Even in prison, Mulat tried to dictate his image, writing letters, granting selective interviews, and mocking guards who asked him to confess. All right, and I said that was the finale, but we might as well get into the aftermath. So his prison life and death, right? Because he died in prison. He died of stomach cancer. Mulat was housed in Goldblum's Supermax prison, the most secure in Australia. He spent his days crafting weapons, boasting to inmates and plotting escapes. In 1997, he attempted to saw through a window bar. Acid reflux, excuse me. In 2009, he cut off his own finger and mailed it to the High Court of Australia in protest. It's pretty badass, I can't lie, dude. I wouldn't cut off my own finger. Maybe it's crazy. Maybe I'm just delusional. He lived in a near total isolation, under constant watch, and seemed to enjoy his notoriety. But in 2019, Mulat was diagnosed with advanced throat and stomach cancer. He refused most treatment, claiming the state didn't deserve to keep him alive. And on October 27, 2019, he died at Long Bay Prison Hospital at age 74. He never confessed. But what was his family legacy? Well, in 2010, his teenage nephew, Matthew Mulat, murdered a friend with an axe inside the same national forest, bragging, "That's for my family." That's fucked up. Murder's not genetic, but there was something going on with his family, I guess, right? But what's going on today? Parents warn their children not to hitchhike. Backpacker hostels posted signs urging travelers to log their journeys. And then the Belanglo National Forest became a synonym for horror in Australia's pop culture. It's the forestry forever linked to Mulat's murders. Mulat's story inspired the Australian accredited horror film Wolf Creek. Haven't seen it? It may be good. I don't know. Police reforms followed. Stronger missing person databases, cross-state investigative cooperation, and new forensic protocols for remote crime scenes. The legacy of the case is as fuck. I can't read. Forgive me. I'm tired, guys. Give me a break. The legacy of the case is as much about the victims as it is about the monster who ended them. Hikers passed by the memorials, unaware that beneath their feet could be more of Mulat's victims. Because as I said, 7 confirmed, but over 100 suspected. Cooter crabs with the $20! Holy shit! Sorry, I was so locked into trying to get that story out that I didn't see the $20 that you sent, Cooter crabs. Cooter crabs, I can't end the stream yet. I gotta go get a shot. Give me a second, and I will be right back. I'm going to make it quick. But while I'm gone, I'm going to play a diss track. I'm going to play one of the diss tracks that I've made. Which one's the best? Let's see. I'll play the breadstick diss track. I'll be right back.
Yo, breadstick, I heard you went to prison. How'd your kids feel with their father missing? Life on hard mode is your fucking mission. Well, hey, at least you beat that drug addiction. So, Breads boy, did you maintain your class? Or did you drop the soap and get fucked in the ass? Did they have a sanctuary? Did you go to mass? Did you ever earn the N-word pass? Yo, Q-tip, did you like that prison drip? Has a dude fuck you so hard your asshole rip? How many people did you see go to the crypt, and how many times did you play with your dick? I've heard prison's kinda boring. You're either working out or passed out snoring. What did you do to entertain yourself? Did you run a ramen market to get prison wealth? What's the daily life in the great big slammer? I heard a dude pounded you like a fucking hammer. Fucked your brains out and gave you a stammer. Can't imagine there was a whole lot of glamour. Did you read a lot? How's your grammar? You a good little boy, and did you mind your manners? How was the food? Did it put you in the mood to start fucking a dude? Hey, little man, did you talk on the phone or wait for your
Here's my
cellmate to
shot,
sleep so you
baby.
can get a boner? Did you ever join a gang? Did you ever let a brother play with your wang? Whose pocket were you holding? Did daddy ever give you a good scolding? How long could you take it be for folding? Did you ever let a dude explore your crown molding? Hey, little bro, did you ever get jumped? Did you get bent over and have your ass pumped? So what was your favorite prison snack? No,
it's so good.
Answer isn't booty crack. I forgot to
almost
ask.
there.
What is your favorite race? Did you ever give a man favors with your face? Did you let him play with your bass? Were you saved by the Lord's saving grace?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the breadstick diss track. I just took another shot. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Matty Matt. I haven't seen that name in a long time. A long time. And I'm going to pretend that I don't know who you are. I'm going to pretend this is our first interaction. Matty Matt says, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Thank you, Matty Matt. Also, Matty Matt said, could get someone who did Supermax with him on. It's doable. I could actually. So, fun fact. There's a guy that I know. His name's Sean or Shane. I think it's Shane actually. I get the two confused. One's fucking not European, but UKan, I guess, and the other's not. But I know a guy named Sean who showed up at the business I work at, and he was telling me his story, and he was like, I'm looking for a way to get my story out, and I'm gonna get him on the show one day. I'm just waiting for the right time. But he didn't go to Supermax, but he was in Federal Holding, which, isn't the same as where Breadstick was. Breadstick was actually in federal prison. Federal Holding's very different. Federal Holding's where you go to wait until you're transferred to another place or while your charges are pending. There's a bunch of different reasons you can be there, right? But he's got a good story. And I don't want to get into too much of it, but despite some conflicts that were going on where he was, he basically, somebody was beat borderline to death and he saved their life. He resuscitated them, and that, helped get his charges not dismissed necessarily, but lessened, I guess. I don't even know the full story. It's not even my story to tell, right? It's his. But I'm looking forward to getting him on. Ian Duback, what's up? How you doing? I see you on Twitter all the time. You be liking all my posts. I appreciate you. Matty Matt says, sounds all right, Twiggy. Hope you're well. I'm doing fantastic. I got no complaints. I'm very happy to be here. I've been having a great time. Yeah, it's funny, a lot of the people in the LCU can say what they want. King came in and criticized for how low our viewership is, but regardless of all of that, I'm having the most fun I've had being on the show in a good while. I enjoyed working with Steak, right? But me and Steak were always under pressure. The pressure is not necessarily here. We're in the B circuit, and we're doing all right. I don't care if it's comparable to the other shows. We got people who are here supporting us, and that's awesome. And the people who are here, we see them every night. And oh, dude, I'm so sorry, huge ass. I didn't know the music was too loud. I can adjust that. But yeah, we got the same people showing up every night, and that's awesome. And then we got some new people showing up. So I'm pretty happy to be here, pretty happy to be doing this. No, it is experimental. After losing Steak, I talked about this earlier, but after losing Steak, me and Breadstick, we have to figure out, what is this show? What are we gonna do? What kind of content are we gonna produce? We had only ever done a few streams together, and those were while Steak was here and he was an intern. So figuring out how the show works with us both as co-hosts, there's a little bit of a challenge there, but I like a challenge. And I know Breadstick enjoys it as well. So yeah, we got to figure things out. We're experimenting. We're doing a little bit of true crime. We've been covering Lolcows, current events, whatever. But also, I want to cover all of that stuff. I want to cover a little bit of LCU drama, but I don't want it. I don't want to cover the same type of stuff every single day. You know, I want to. I want people to be able to click onto the show or be redirected to the show and be like, oh, well, what are the Aussie boys going to be talking about today? Is it going to be, is it going to be something happy and uplifting, or is it going to be a dark episode? What's coming? I want to leave people guessing. I think that'll, will it grow fast? Probably not. But will it grow, over time and have a dedicated group of people who are supporting it? I think so. 100%. Oh, Sam's coming to say hello, guys. Sam has a skin condition. Say hello, Samuel. He doesn't want to say hello, apparently. Sam, look at the camera. Okay, well, that's not going to work out. I will be honest, he is a little special needs. My cat is retarded. Also, for the people in the chat who have pointed out my pimple right here, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about you. Why are you going to go around trying to make people uncomfortable about themselves? Well, I can't really say anything because that's exactly what I do. Intrinsic attributes, you can't help them. That's the whole definition of intrinsic, right? But, they're the best, they're the most fun things to make fun of because people can't control them. So, it hits deep. Matty Matt says, Twiggy chilling with his cat. You. Matty Matt, don't be sly. Don't be sly, okay? Don't be talking about the chilling with the, whatevers, because then people might realize who you are, We can't be doing all that. But, this is the new Aussie, all right? Old people who, weren't here before or were exiled before, they're allowed back. This is a new show. A new beginnings. All right, so I'm happy to have anybody here. Cooter Crab says, pussy crying. That's a cat emoji with the tears. I think that's how you say that. I'm not really sure. All right. But, guys, there's something we were supposed to talk about on yesterday's stream that we weren't able to get to because the J.C. Johnson interview, which is so enticing, right? It was too good. I need a sip of water. Give me a second. These shots are giving me acid reflux. Oh, this is my new cup. I bought it at TJ Maxx. It's an Owala. I got it like fucking $15 off. Look at it. Nice color scheme. All right. Not girly at all. This is pretty masculine. It holds just enough water. And you can take the straw out. And then push this thing back and then you can... It's a great cup. Better than my last cup. The last cup I was showing off to you guys, that was a while ago. It's a good cup. Great cup. But, Ethereal says, would you interview his sister? 100%. If JC Johnson's sister reached out to me, I would interview her. I would interview almost anybody. Right? If somebody wants to come on to the show, I'll fucking talk to them. But with her, that relates to something, we covered in the past. So, of course, no doubt. I want to hear both sides of the story, and not just both sides, right? I want to hear every side of the story, right? Because with that situation and with what's going on there, there's not just one side. There's not even two sides. There's multiple different sides to the story. When it comes to, J.C. Johnson, the stuff we were covering yesterday for, those who were here. And for those who weren't here, we interviewed our biggest fan. And, he has a troubled life. And, there's a lot of disputes between family. And, I've told him, I told him today, his family wasn't the most supportive of him coming on the show. And I told him that that's probably because, they actually care about you. Believe it or not, maybe them not being supportive of the show isn't a negative thing, right? Maybe they were trying to, be supportive of you. They care about you and they don't want you to be taken advantage of. Because a lot of people who show up onto these live streams, right, they get taken advantage of. They're the laughing stock, They're being used for content. And that's the last thing I wanted with the J.C. Johnson interview that I did yesterday. But the whole goal of it was for the chat to come up with their own opinion on who he is. But, to follow the same point, right? The chat is also able to come up with their own conclusions of why we did that interview. So if they want to say that we took advantage of him, that's their every right. That wasn't what we were doing. That wasn't definitely not the intention, but that's 100% not what happened, right? But people are able to come to their own conclusions, and I have no problem with that. But what time is it, guys? It's 1:30. All right, it's time for bed. I don't know if I should keep on going or if I should end it, so I'll just do a fucking poll. All right. Oh, I gotta end the last poll. All right, 67% of you said that yo mama fucks dudes. I respect that. And I agree with that. That's a valid poll. Fuck you to everybody who made me drink tonight. I don't like you. It's already having an impact on how I'm streaming right now, but I got this. What was my poll I was gonna do again? Oh yeah! Fuck, YouTube's fucking back end just crashed. Give me a second. Continue the stream. Guys, I can't type and not talk. I apologize. This is just... Oh, fuck. Because YouTube crashed and I didn't click the poll again. I gotta type that shit again. Alright, guys. Remember, what I'm typing is continue. Let me spell it right real quick. Oh, that's a J. Stream. Fuck. Yo, I don't know what's going on, but this shit just pulled up the fucking task manager. How did I do that? I gotta add the question mark. If I don't add the question mark, they don't know it's a question. Alright, I got the poll up. We're good. Ethereal says, if you stay up, would you go into other shows or would you have someone up? It really just depends on what the chat wants, with some shows, the hosts dictate what they want, right? With other shows, the docket's in charge. Shout out Cafe. I love my boy Tommy. But with this show, the chat's in charge. All right? The chat dictates what I do. The chat is fully in control. I'll let you guys make that decision. But because Keem will cancel me if I don't make a certain amount, you got to spend money. So if you want me to hop in another show, if that show's live, you donate a fucking however much, right? And I'll decide if it's okay, but it's got to be over. It's got to be 20 or over. So just remember that, right? I'll hop into another show. What other show? Who's in live on air right now? Let's go look, right? We'll look together, all right? We'll share this experience. So, going into the Discord right now. Billy and Xylee are in live on air. I don't even know what they got going on. So that's probably not a show that's live. I won't be hopping in there. That just seems like not the best idea. And then we got Studio A, which has Tech Protect, Steak, Poop Lip Dan, whoever the fuck. I guess that's Albert. I don't know why his name was changed. Kid Behind a Camera in Denmark. All right, that would be the show to hop into while live. All right, I'm assuming that's nuts. Maybe. Right? All right, nuts would be the show to hop into. If I get a fucking 20 or 50, I'll hop into nuts. If I get 100, I'll hop into the fucking voice chats, all right? Because Scooter's in one of the voice chats right now. That would be funny. Wait, Ain't no way. Never mind. Scooter's bitch ass just left the voice chat as soon as I said that. Yo, everybody at Scooter and tell him he's a bitch, bro. Don't give him no context. All right, Scooter's a fucking bitch. He doesn't deserve any respect after that. Now look, don't get me wrong, right? Scooter's my booty boy. All right? The only reason I was able to write a hit song like Booty Slayer is cuz, I was thinking about Scooter, right? I would never be able to write a song that gay without thinking about the only man that I've ever truly been like, the only man I've truly fully lusted for, right? Like there had to be a little bit of, homosexual thoughts when I made that song. Guys, I'm not going to say I'm straight, right? But like when it comes to like the gay shit, bro, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Ethereal says oh wait, I already read that shit. Bro, why the chat going so slow? Guys, get a hold of yourself. Come on, guys. I need the chat to be more active. What are you guys doing? We got Madamat who says, we are the people. We are the power. And then you got 2 white fists, bro. I don't know. That seems like a white supremacist kind of comment, dude. I don't know if I can really, condone what you're saying right now. I need a little more context because as I'm reading it, that shit seems wrong, I don't think anybody's better than anybody else. If you look at my Twitter, you see some wild shit. Not what I'm tweeting, but who I'm trying to get on the show, because I'm trying to get Gypsy Crusader on the show right now. Not because I agree with anything that he says, just because I feel like that'll be a polarizing interview. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be... Hold up, give me 1 second. I gotta get my fucking cat in here, because he's fucking scratching at the door. But yeah, Gypsy Crusader, I feel like that'll be one of those polarizing interviews. I feel like that'll be some good shit. But I feel like it'll be controversial. And controversy helps the show grow. I think Lolcow Aussie needs a little bit more controversy. Snack Rock Steady says, no more recordings and voice chats. I don't give a fuck, bro. If you guys donated the right amount, I'd hop in a voice chat. I don't care. I'd hop in, I'd be like, yo, I'm live. And if they don't want me there, bro, I have to leave. That's just how it is. Thuriel says, I ain't got money, dog. That stimmy check ain't hit. I get you. Look, I'm not doing this for the money. The money's just, one of the things that keeps me, going. Right? That's what keeps me on the show. If I can make money, I'm on the show. But like that's not the reason I'm doing it. That's just the reason I can keep on doing it, Ethereal says, also, you mean Paul? LOL. He is an interesting character. I said Paul Miller. What else did I say? Did I not say Paul Miller? Guys, you guys have me taking shots on stream. Okay? I'm a lightweight. I can't keep up with what I'm saying. All right? But no, there's one piece of content that we have to cover before I end this stream. All right? Because this is something I said I was going to cover yesterday and I couldn't get to it. Give me 1 second. I gotta get to YouTube. All right. So yesterday in the title we had Tyler Oliveira, in the title, and the title said, "Is Tyler Oliveira racist?" Right? It's a clickbait title. I'm gonna be honest with you because I don't think Tyler Oliveira is racist. And for those of you who don't know who Tyler Oliveira is, he's an independent journalist on YouTube. He does all kinds of different videos from, going to Epstein's Island to just going and interacting with different, gang communities. He does all kinds of different stuff. He went to Paris and he dealt with pickpocketers. There's all kinds of stuff he does. But the most recent video he did is titled Inside India's Poop Throwing Festival, right? Now, I know that sounds a little weird. All right, you hear about a poop throwing festival. You're like, oh my gosh, that's gross. But what if I told you that this poop festival was a lot more wholesome than you thought, right? Because the Goriaba festival is what it's called, right? Is a festival where people in a certain Indian community, it's a small community. You know, there's billions of people or millions. There's a lot of people in fucking India, okay? But only one community out of all of them celebrates the Goriaba festival. And that is a festival where they throw cow dung at each other. They fight with cow dung, and they play with cow dung. And that sounds bad. That sounds gross. But they say that they have scientific studies that show that helps prevent my acid reflux is off the charts. That helps prevent different skin conditions. It can help, prevent cancer, and it's a big part of their culture. But even then, you hear that because that's something I knew before watching this documentary. This sounds pretty gross. There wasn't any way I would try to be understanding of what's going on. And it does go deeper than what I was saying. There's a certain Hindu god that they believe lives within the cow dung. I'm not doing this justice, but I'm not going to play the whole video. I don't have time, right? But it's a very sacred thing, and you hear about it, and you're like, that's gross. But my only really argument I have against any of that is, yeah, it may be gross to you. Your culture's different. But I watched this shit, and I can't have a hateful opinion on it. Because let me show you what I'm looking at right now. Alright? Give me 1 second, because my stream deck just froze, because that tends to happen, because nothing wants me to be a successful streamer, and I'm okay with that. Alright? But here's what we're looking at. Alright? This is the Goriaba celebration or festival, and I can't remember the name of the town in India, but go watch his video. It's worth watching, I promise you. And before I get into that, one of the things that I should say is that he was doxxed for this by what he says are, people of the Indian community. He was not only doxxed, harassed, and they were attempting to silence him because he was trying to share this part of their culture. All right? I don't know the full details regarding that. And I don't know why anybody would try to silence anything like this, because if you watch what's going on in these clips, all right, this is a whole community getting together, right? And look at how many people show up to this festival, right? Look at how many people. I'm just gonna mute it because what he's saying isn't even important right now. Look at the smiles on these people's faces. Look how much fun they're having. And look at the amount of people who showed up, right? I honestly don't care if they're throwing shit at each other, right? May seem nasty to us. None of them are getting sick. Tyler got sick, whatever. But, I'm just watching these clips. I'm looking at all the smiles on the people's faces, right? And I'm looking at how many people are there. And keep in mind, the women aren't allowed to be involved. So these women are on the outside of the festival that's going on. They're spectating. But when we watch these clips, if you look at every single person who's involved in this clip, every single person smiling. And even Tyler right now is getting involved, and he's throwing stuff at all of the people who are involved. But they're all smiling, they're all happy, and the streets are crowded. I don't care how gross you think this is, because, it's poop, bro. It's kind of gross, to us outsiders. But looking into this, bro, like, as an outsider, even I can't really judge, because everybody's happy, everybody's enjoying themselves. This is a whole community coming together. This is literally every single person in this whole fucking town coming together as a I guess you could say society, right? They're all involved. They're all having fun, all getting along, all smiling. I don't care if they're playing with poop, bro. This shit's wholesome. This shit made me happy to watch. And if I'm the minority in that, so be it. But I don't know. There was something beautiful about watching it. Everybody was getting along. I don't care if it was a poop fight. Yeah, rocks. Snack Rocksteady says it builds up a strong immune system. Andrea says Twiggy wants to move to India. I love Indian people. I love all kinds of different, not just people but cultures. One of the places that I really want to go to is Pakistan. Because there are certain parts of Pakistan you can go to where, people are educated in English, so they speak English. It is a rural area, but you get to see some of the most beautiful views. You get hospitality unlike anything else because they're very caring people, very generous people, and they're very welcoming to outsiders. They would literally give you the shirt off their back, give you the roof over their head. And I think that's amazing. We don't really have that kind of generosity in the U.S. Outside of the U.S., there's a lot of other places that value humanity a lot more than we do. And the Middle East has been given a bad name by the U.S. government, but outside of maybe the extremists you hear about, and maybe their government may not be the best. The people are very generous people. They're very caring people. They're very hospitable people. Yeah, I know a lot of people where I live who have moved here from the Middle East, and they're some of the greatest people I know. And it's not just the Middle East. Europe. People in Europe are a little stingy. All right, people in Europe, they got an attitude. So maybe not as much Europe, but the Middle East, parts of Asia, there's some parts of the Middle East. I know people who are from parts of the Middle East that are right on the border of Asia, so it's, you can't really separate the two in a way because they both share the same generosity and the same respect to people who are outside of their culture. They want to share the culture. But on top of that, it's not even just these two, continents or territories. It's a lot of places outside of the U.S. or even some parts of Europe. I've done a lot of traveling. I've been outside of the U.S. many times. I've never been to Europe. I've never been to the Middle East, but I know people who have. I've never been to a bunch of different places. I've never been to Africa, for example. My grandparents did a lot of mission work in Africa. So they told me a lot about how generous people are in Africa. But I have been to Mexico many times. I've been to the Bahamas many times, which, a lot of people have, very popular tourist destinations for people who go on cruises and things like that. I've been to Jamaica. I've been to Honduras. And I've never had a single issue. Everywhere I've ever been outside of the U.S., people are very welcoming. People are very hospitable. People are very generous. Everywhere I've gone, people, like outside of tourist destinations, people I've talked to, they're very welcoming to people inside of their home. Like, they're very welcoming to people, and they would allow them inside of their homes, have some tea or, have a drink or whatever and just get to know each other. Everywhere I've been outside of the U.S., which I haven't been to a lot of places outside of the U.S., but I've been to the ones that I've stated, and every single one that I've been to, people are, one of the things they're big into is sharing their culture, right? So when I went to Jamaica, everybody I talked to was really trying to, educate me on their culture or, just get me involved with it because, that's important to them. They want to share their culture. And that's everywhere outside of the US I've been. But then for example, right, I got my hair braided when I was in Jamaica because I just kept on getting asked, and eventually I got my hair braided. I didn't pay anything for it. It wasn't a monetary thing. It's just I was told, I would like my hair braided, so I did it. And as soon as I came back to the U.S., that shit's considered cultural appropriation. The whole cultural appropriation thing doesn't exist anywhere else. It's just in the U.S. or parts of Europe, right? It's wild. I don't get the division. I don't get any of this. So whenever issues like that have come up in the LCU, and the reason I'm saying this is because, recent issues that have come up in the LCU, if you know, you know, and if you don't, I'm not even going to get into it right now. Yeah, that I don't really get any of that shit. Like it's just a little wild to me. I'm not trying. I don't mean any of this politically. I hate politics, right? But it's me alone here. I've had some alcohol. I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and if there's any repercussions, I'll deal with them, right? And we only have 36 viewers, so who's gonna know what I'm saying, right? But whenever the stuff between Buff and Steak was going on, I was asked by a lot of people in the Discord what I think about it, because race was brought into it. And, you know, I'm not going to get into all the details because they don't really matter. Because my main point is that, I just don't get why we're so divided, right? I've made statements, to try to be a little not edgy, but just try to make a statement. I don't even know the intention, but I've made the statement, if your identity is so fragile that a single word can start to fracture it, I don't care where you're from, who you are, what race you are, what culture you are, none of that matters. I'm better than you because I wouldn't let that happen. That's not the best statement to make, right? There's a lot of nuance that goes into this stuff. But one thing that I will say that I wholeheartedly believe that I have said multiple times is that, we do need to move on from history. We're an evolved people. We've moved on from a lot of things that happened in the past. So we've grown, not just from that, but based on what happened. We've used that to grow. We are a better society than we were in the past. But one of the things that is holding us back is language. And I don't care how controversial this is. I don't care if this, if saying this would end my career on YouTube, right? I think that we've grown past a lot of the things that have happened in the past. But one of the things that have holding us back, or one of the things that is holding us back is language, right? Because you say a certain word, which I don't think those words are right to say, but you say a certain word and that leads to division, right? So if a single word can divide people, then that leads to all these other things that can divide people. I don't like people being divided, right? I think that every human is the same, right? We're all humans. Biblically, we're all based off of the we're based off of the image of God, right? And I haven't said this a lot. I try not to push things on people, so I try not to mention it, and that's on me, religiously. But I'm a religious person, shocking, right? But I do believe we're all based off of the image of God, and if you disagree with that, you have your own belief system, and I have no problem with that, right? We all have different views. We all have different things that have happened in our life that impact the way we see the world. There's no problem with that. I'm more than open to disagree with people. And I think that, I think you'll learn a lot more from somebody you disagree with and you have a conversation with when you disagree with them than somebody who you agree with everything on. Because if you talk to people or solely people who you agree with things on, then you're living in a think tank. Not a think tank, but an echo chamber, excuse me. I'm sorry. It's the alcohol that you guys made me drink. But I think you're living in an echo chamber, and I don't think that's a healthy thing. I think you need to challenge yourself. I think you need to talk to people who have a different life experience than you. And I think that's a very necessary thing to the, you know, what's the best way to put it? The human experience, right? Um, but I don't think that, I think a lot of, like, if I'm being personal and if I'm telling you guys exactly how I see things, right? I think a lot of the separation or the division comes from, not necessarily what somebody looks like, but the culture that they come from, right? It's something Booster Gold said, which is, you guys may think it's wild that I agree with Booster Gold on something, but I don't think he's as dumb as you guys think he is. But yeah, I think that, sorry, acid reflux. I do not like drinking, guys. I think that, a lot of the things that separate us, aren't really as big of a deal as we're told they are. I think it's more of a political thing. It helps get, each side gets votes based off of division. I don't care what side you are politically. I don't really subscribe to any of that. You can be, left, right, whatever they say, I don't care. However you see the world, that's your life experience. That's fine. I do not think that the way you see the world should divide us. I think that we should all be, open to discussion. I think that, we can both learn a lot from each other. And, if you change your view, you change your view. If you don't, you don't. I don't think there's anything wrong with believing in something, right? And I'm not going to tell you you're necessarily wrong. I may troll, right? But in all reality, like, if you believe something, you believe in something. I have a lot of respect for somebody who fights for what they believe in. I don't care what side you're on. And I'm not saying any of this to, take a fence-sitting position, right? I may be young, I'm only 25, but I've had enough experience to know that everybody sees the world a little differently. Everybody has a different perspective. And who's to say I'm right? So I like to learn from people who I disagree with. I'd rather talk to somebody who I disagree with than somebody I agree with, because all that's going to do is, not only further validate what I think, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? It just depends on the situation. But I'm not going to, I'm not going to get to know the outside perspective. And I really like to know the outside perspective. I value that. So I don't really know what the whole point of this is. I'm just trying to talk, I guess. I just want to get to know you. I want you guys to get to know me a little more. And I'm a lot more comfortable when there's, less people watching. The chat died. We haven't had a chat in, probably 5 minutes. So I hope you guys, understand what I'm saying. I hope I'm not saying anything too controversial, but if I am, right, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with dealing with whatever comes with that, because I feel like, maybe I'm not right, but maybe me putting my viewpoint out there will make people think a little. I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of it. But I like to put my viewpoints out there. I like to put how I feel about things out there, because, regardless of if I'm right or wrong, I'm still going to believe what I believe. And I think it's perfectly okay for people to believe what they believe. I'm tired of the division. I'm tired of people having, this separation based off of, just opinion alone. I don't understand it, because I've never, nobody's ever had an opinion that differentiated from mine, where I was like, I'm not going to be friends with this person. This person, they don't have the same values or beliefs that I do, so I can't associate with them. I've never dealt with that. But I have had people who, hear what I believe and are like, well, maybe that's a little too far for me. And to be honest, I'm getting to the point where, I'm not far right, I'm not far left. I would consider myself at least I wouldn't even consider myself a centrist, right? I just whatever the truth is, whatever's best for humanity, that's where I fall. Um, but my viewpoint may differentiate from, other people's, and that's what I want. I'm fine with that. I want to hear other people's viewpoints because believe it or not, when you have conversations with people and they have a different opinion than you, regardless of if you agree with them or not, you can learn from it. And that's pretty important. Um, you know, if everybody agreed on everything, do you know how boring life would be? I mean, maybe the world would be better, right? Maybe. And I'm okay to accept that. But I just don't think it would be. I think that the way you get to, this, world peace, probably not a thing. All right. Maybe it's not a thing. But the way you get to an understanding of each other is by talking to each other. Yeah, if everybody agrees, they'll have an understanding of each other, right? But you're kind of forced to have that understanding because you all have the same viewpoint. But understanding somebody else's viewpoint who differentiates from you, that's a little different. All right? Not the strongest people are going to agree with you. Or not even agree with you. That's a stupid point. I'm sorry. But not the let me reword this. A lot of people aren't going to disagree with you, and that's fine, right? But the people who are worth talking to will disagree with you, not agree with you on anything, but still be willing to talk to you. Understand, your viewpoint, even if you're wrong, but they'll still be willing to talk to you. And I think that's important. Let me read the chat real quick because it has moved just a little bit. Oh no, chat hasn't moved in ages, says Cooter Krabs. That is correct, but that's okay because the views have actually gone up. So I'm not going to complain. I'm going to keep on going until I feel like not going anymore. JC Johnson says, and this is a different JC Johnson account, so I don't know if this is the real JC Johnson or not, but I'm going to read it in the JC Johnson voice regardless. Well, actually, no, this is confusing. It says, yo, Twiggy, I have some fucking news to tell you, bro. I have some fucking news to tell you. I'm not even kidding. I have some fucking news to tell you. That sounds like a JC Johnson message, but I feel like this isn't the real JC Johnson. Cooter Crab sent 2 more crying pussy emojis. And then JC Johnson, the real JC Johnson, the one that I know personally, says, oh, I totally agree with you, Twiggy. I absolutely agree with you. But I have some fucking news to tell you, bro. I absolutely have some fucking news to tell you. Oh, well, that just confirms that the other JC Johnson account, that's not the same as the other JC Johnson account, is the real JC Johnson account. But not the real JC Johnson account, just the secondary real JC Johnson account. All right. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to go back to what I was talking about because, let's get, I'm not a political person, but I'm not scared of talking about things that other people say are political because I think that, a lot of these political things divide people. Some of, like, a lot of, how do I put this, right? Oh, easy way to put this. Everything's political. Everything. Everything that separates us is political. Everything that brings us together is political. All of our differences, political. If you're a different class than if you make this much money, it's political. If you don't make this much money, it's political, right? I'll be honest. I'm not the most politically educated person. I couldn't tell you the specifics about communism, socialism, capitalism, right? I don't care about any of that. The only thing I really care about is, what kind of, can bring us together, right? What can bring us together? I don't care if it's socialism. I don't care if it's capitalism. I don't care if it's communism, right? Which, some of these things can coexist, according to some people. I don't know. Not educated enough on it, right? I'm just going off of how I see the world. Maybe the way I see the world is wrong. Maybe, maybe I'm not the most educated, right? I don't care what system we use. Yes, I picked my nose. Fuck you. I don't care what system we use. I'm just tired of people, having the smallest thing separate them. And maybe it has nothing to do with any of these, maybe it has nothing to do with socialism, communism, fucking whatever the other ones are, because I don't care, right? The only thing I really care about is, there's so many small issues that can divide us. You say the wrong words, they divide you, right? And I can understand that from a certain point of view. AK, shout out Obi-Wan Kenobi, I guess. But yeah, I certainly understand it because I live in a very different area from, everybody. I do live in the South, but the area I live in the South, we don't have any of this division. It doesn't exist. So I'm kind of in a little bubble. So I go on the internet, I see all of these different issues, and I'm just blown away by how far things go. I see things on the internet that, I'm not an emotional person, I'm not an empathetic person, right? But I see things on the internet and I'm like, dude, like you should be you should get a lot of shit for the way that you view the world, you view different people. I've been classified as a conservative. Whatever, I don't care. But I've also been shit on by the same people because of, my support for the Middle East. And it's not even just the Middle East, it's my support for everybody, right? Because from what I've heard from the people I've talked to, because I talk to people from everywhere, right? I talk to everybody. When I'm in public, there's no stranger. And from everybody I've talked to people from all kinds of different places, both online and in person. From everybody I've talked to, all these different people, everybody agrees that, people deserve to be treated like people. It's a rare minority who thinks that, people who disagree with them should be treated different. You see that online, you think that's the reality. That's not the reality. Most people are good people. It doesn't matter where they're from. It doesn't matter what they look like. Most people are good people. Most cultures, are understanding cultures. Most cultures are willing to show you and share their cultures. So like that's why I have the viewpoint I do. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now, but that's why I have the viewpoint that I do. And yeah, until I experience it firsthand, until I have one of these issues firsthand, I'm not gonna change my mind. But I also don't think I'm gonna have these issues. Um, I'm going out of the country again, later this year and next year. I'm not gonna say where I'm going, but I know for a fact that where I'm going, I'm not gonna have any issues. Regardless of what you see online, regardless of what you hear from the media about how dangerous the places I'm going are, it's not the reality. Maybe their government's not the best government, but that has nothing to do with the people. For the most part, there are great people everywhere. But you just hear so much from like the media you consume, from the, from watching the news, from hearing, stories on YouTube. But that's not necessarily reality. I'm to the point where maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I think that most, news media is not telling you the truth. Maybe they're telling you a half truth, maybe, but I think it's all to fit some sort of narrative. I haven't witnessed a single demographic or a single culture who isn't accepting of outsiders, right? Other than the U.S. And I'm a big fan of the United States of America. I bleed red, white, and blue. but I don't agree with the way that my government has demonized other cultures, right? Is this a weird tangent to go on? Yeah, but this is something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Um, yeah, I hate the way that, something happens years and years ago, decades ago, right? Like, for instance, I'm just gonna say it, dude. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care what repercussions come from YouTube or whatever, right? The shit that happened, September 11th, 2001. I was a year old, right? I don't remember that shit. But there was a whole group of people who were demonized for that. A whole group of people whose whole religion is to spread peace. Their whole culture is to spread peace. But because there were some radicals who committed a terrible act, this whole group of people is demonized. I don't like that. And the reason this is on my mind is because, I've made some friends recently who come from, other areas. They just moved out here. And, specifically, they come from Pakistan, right? And they just, they've had a hard time adjusting. I'm trying to help them out, but it's been hard because there are people till this day who demonize them based off of things that happened over 20 years ago. And they had nothing to do with it. They may have a different religion than other people. They may be, Muslim, Islamic, that whole thing. Why demonize somebody based off of what they believe? I don't get that. If I have a personal experience with somebody where I'm like, this is wrong and this goes against my personal beliefs, yeah, I'll call it out, right? But only if it's, harming other people. Am I sweeping for like bad people? I don't think so. I think that, if I'm going to believe something, I need to witness it personally. I don't need to go off of what I'm being told. Because in my experience, being in the United States, right, and hearing what we're told about people, it's all wrong. It you hear all these things about, other cultures, other religions, and as I said before, I'm a religious person. I can, I identify, I guess, if we want to get into the identify, right? I'm a Christian, but why would I hate another religion? Why would I hate another culture? Right? I may not agree with, some of the things they believe, right? But we also have to look at, how far this stuff goes back, how engraved this is in their culture. Because when it's a normal thing for you, even if it's wrong to somebody else, right? And it still maybe you're wrong, you still have to look into, where this comes from. You may try to talk to somebody about, how this is wrong, right? But they're so deeply engraved in what they believe in, maybe nothing will happen. And, going off of your beliefs, if you believe that somebody else is wrong, you can try to tell them your perspective, right? Nothing wrong with telling somebody your perspective. That's how religion should work, especially Christianity, right? Like the way Christianity is supposed to be, in my opinion, is, you have these beliefs, you have this faith, and it's real to you, right? But that doesn't mean it's real to somebody else. And even though, it's real, right? They don't have to believe it. You can't force them to believe it. Your job is to witness to them, tell them, your perspective, what you believe in, and, maybe that'll plant a seed in them. Your job is to plant the seed. If the seed isn't fertilized, that's not your fault, right? Your job is to plant the seed. You can't force your perspective on anybody else. And, I've been called, all kinds of different labels because I'm not going to subscribe to somebody else's lifestyle or the way they see themselves because I see the world differently, right? But I'm not going to demonize them. But also, the way I see it is, I'm not going to force my lifestyle or my beliefs on you, right? So if you see yourself a certain way or you identify a certain way, I'll respect it as long as, you're respectful to me. But the minute you try to force your lifestyle on me, I don't know. I can't do that. I'm going to have to call it out. I don't like it when anybody forces their lifestyle on somebody else. I think that's not okay. Regardless of who you are, what religion or culture you come from, you can't force it on them. You have to try to share it, and give them example of it, but you can't force it on them. The minute you force it on them, you're the problem. And it goes deeper than that, regardless of what religion it is, what culture it is, if you start trying to force things on people and that becomes a normal thing, then people are going to view whatever religion or whatever, culture you come from, they're going to view it negatively because these are people who are trying to force something onto somebody else, right? Everybody has the right to believe in what they believe in. Everybody has the right to see the world the way they see it. You have every right to talk about the way you see it. If the way you see it impacts somebody else and changes their view, perfect, right? But you can't force somebody to change the way they see the world. And the minute you try to do that, that's going to give whatever group you're representing or whatever, culture you're representing or religion, that, etc., right? That's going to give them a negative stigma. And that's not okay. So I think people should be more careful with that. I think that's one of the reasons why, not just certain religions, but certain, cultures or, groups, have a negative, they get a lot of negativity is because they try to force it on people. You can't force anything on people. I think that's wrong. But guys, I'm gonna be honest, the chat rate's gone to 0. That's kind of wild. But I'm also getting kind of tired. I think it's time to go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed, how real this got. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about how I view the world. But also, I don't want to take you guys away from some of the other shows that are going live right now because there's some good shows going live right now. For example, let's see who's in live on air right now. We've got a show. I don't know what show it is, because I don't know the other show's schedules. But we got a show that's got Billy, Denmark, Keemstar, and Xylee. Who knows what fucking show that is? What show's going live at fucking 2 a.m., right? And then we've got. Oh, well, that's it. Oh, and we've got Buff and Pirate. I can't forget about Buff. I shit on Buff all the time. I shit on everybody, but I like Buff. Me and Buff have had issues in the past, but Buff's a good guy. So I think I'm going to give the redirect to Nerds tonight. It's not the biggest redirect. But, it doesn't matter how much people shit on how much views we get, how much support we get, guys. I'm going to do this until somebody makes me stop. I love this. And I love it more, weirdly enough, when I have less people watching. I want to grow the show. But right now where I am, it may be stupid to say, maybe I'll get in trouble, but there's not as much pressure. I'm not forced to, it's not even forced. It's just like, I don't have to like try to be more entertaining than I am. If you guys like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't, right? I don't have any problem with that. But let me get this redirect in for Nerds. Because, regardless of how much, shit I've given Buff, I like him. I like everybody in the community. Yeah, let me just get the redirect. I like everybody in the community. I've been a bastard in the past, and I'm still a bastard. Don't get me wrong, guys. The switch flips, and I'll be ruthless. But yeah, I still like people. Yeah, I guess if I keep on talking, I'm gonna start contradicting myself. So I should probably end the stream. But I blanked. I've gone too long. I'm kidding, guys. No, I appreciate every single one of you showing up. Regardless of, how much financial support we get, whatever. The fact that I see you, the same people every day plus more, it means a lot. Cooter Craps, you're here every night. Codename Chris, Roger Rabbit, you're here every night. And I appreciate every single one of you. JC Johnson, I'm not going to leave you out, brother. You're here. Weil for the win. All right, you're here. Jackie on, you're here a lot. What can I complain about? Right, guys? I got all of you here supporting me. I don't care, what any other show thinks or what any other host. I don't even care what the people up in charge think. I think we got something going, here. I think we got something good going here, and I'm thankful for it. So, with that, I should probably end the stream. I should probably say good night. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm sorry that the true crime acid reflux. Sorry. I'm sorry that the true crime story we covered wasn't as concise as it should have been. There was definitely breaks taken in between, different details of it, but that's just how the show goes. And regardless, and especially, now from, I covered it all tonight, but in the future, if anything distracts me, I don't care how late I have to stay up. I'm finishing that story. You're going to get the full story. But with that, I see a lot of people saying good night in the chat. I see some people saying what's good. I'm sorry, guys, we're ending. But yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are the reason that I can keep on doing this. I never saw myself being a live streamer. This was never something I really was ever able to imagine myself doing because it seems so far out of the realm of possibilities. But I'm here doing it. I have people watching me, and I appreciate every single one of you. And with that, I can.
Young Twigger stands at the gates tonight, eyes full of fire, hands clenched tight, breadstick locked up, they call it a